Oh, I should probably put my mic towards my face. That would likely be useful.
Just a bit. Just a bit. Also,
fine.
good
It's
morning.
fine.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Kara.
Yeah, we have a habit on Sunday of the Sunday sillies.
Yeah, things
Yeah.
just always are a little bit, we're a little bit more airheady on Sundays, I think.
It's, the weekend's never long enough.
No.
And on top of that, we have lives, unfortunately, somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah.
It's probably surprising to some people, but we do.
It's surprising to me some days.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. Yes. Yeah.
And yet they take up so much of our time. Whoa. Anywho.
Welcome to Crafting Critters. I'm Kara, as we said earlier.
Yes.
And I'm somewhat new to Dungeons and Dragons and Critical Role.
And I've been around the block for a little bit. I've been watching Critical Role since Campaign 1. Oh, not the very beginning of Campaign 1, but, oh God, it's almost 10 years ago.
Yes.
9.5-ish. Time is a weird soup.
And we're here to talk about Critical Role specifically, with a focus on Campaign 4.
Mm-hmm.
But we will also talk about the other campaigns, as I am slowly working through the backlog of catching
Yes.
up on campaigns 1 through 3.
Have you watched any more since last we talked?
No.
Okay. I'm not surprised by that,
I
but
have two major art projects going on outside of watching Campaign 4. So
no, that's how it goes.
check in with me in the new year.
I'm probably going to check in with you most weeks,
Fair enough.
just in case.
But we're setting expectations
Yeah, but on the off chance that you actually, watch something
over the holidays.
over the holidays.
True.
I figure that the holidays have a good shot of maybe
Potentially.
giving you some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless you decide to spend that time working on those art projects that,
They should hopefully both be done by then, but we'll see.
fingers crossed.
Yes. But yeah, pretty much we're just nerds who like to talk about the things that we're nerdy about. We also have a podcast
Yes.
if anybody's interested. It's linked on our Twitch channel here called Hyperfixation Investigations. It's another place where we talk about things that we're nerdy about.
Yes.
But with a much broader genre. We talk about things from music to food to celebrities to that. Not very much of that, but
Botany,
botany, lots of
Yes.
space. We like space.
lots of space, random animal facts.
Yes, we like animals
Yes.
too. Yes. So if anybody's interested, feel free to check that out as well. But yeah,
Yeah, without further ado, I suppose, let's get started.
yeah. I will give the patented. There are spoilers.
Oh, yes.
This entire channel is just. It is just spoilers. That's really the whole point.
Yeah, there's going to be things that when we do talk about campaigns 1 through 3, there's going to be a lot of spoilers going on there, partly for Kara's sake as she
Yes.
watches, but also partly just because adding additional context I think is fun with future knowledge that I have that you don't yet.
Correct.
But so yeah, spoilers abound here and in the distant future as I look at my watch that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To my mother, who is lovingly watching this with us today, yes, we did let our friends know. They're in the chat right now.
Yes. Oh, also, Dandy found out why they couldn't actually message the past 2 episodes.
Oh, was that happening?
They were trying to.
But people were chatting.
Yeah, but Dandy couldn't.
Oh.
Do you know why?
Why didn't? Yeah. Tell me.
VPN.
Good.
Apparently had it blocked.
Good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
He was like, I'm typing. They're not responding to me.
Yeah, we didn't see it.
Sorry,
at all.
buddy.
Sorry. When it comes to spoilers, though, we are a equal opportunist channel in the terms of if you don't like spoilers,
Oh, yeah.
and you haven't watched episode 6 yet, you're full free to exit out of this stream before we start talking about it. And this video will be posted up on YouTube at Crafting Critters. And if you want to go back and watch what we talk about after you're caught up, feel free. If you're like me and you don't mind spoilers, it doesn't ruin the watch experience for you, or you like having some of these kinds of background thoughts and patterns and analysis going through your brain as you watch something, which is very much the kind of person I am, then you are welcome here as well.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Shall we?
Yeah.
All right. I suppose let's dive on in.
Cold open?
Okay, first of all, I love that we're getting
Yes.
through the cold opens some additional stuff of what's happening or has happened with the other characters
Yeah.
outside of the soldiers table, because I was not
Expecting that.
expecting that. Well, okay, because last week I wasn't necessarily expecting the split for the schemers and
Right.
seekers tables.
Words. Words are hard.
Hey man, I just had 2-hour-long singing performances today.
Wah wah.
I'm all worded out, and yet
And yet,
here I am.
It's your job to talk for a living. You're welcome.
But that very much made sense to me because we still had that split to occur. So having that happen on screen made sense.
Sure.
And I wasn't necessarily expecting it this time, but I was a little more primed to not be surprised, I guess.
Yeah.
But, well, not shocked, but pleasantly surprised.
I just want to say that I'm adoring the Valus Octus friendship.
Yes.
It's so cute to me.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get my blanket, my giant blanket that I'm working on, a bit more in a position where I can actually work on it.
While talking instead of,
Yes.
once again, being stuck with gotta set everything down, pick up.
It's going to be a learning curve for me, guys, okay? Because when I get into shit, I really get into it, and then I forget that I'm supposed to be doing things with my hands simultaneously.
Yeah. No, see, and I'm kind of the same way, so I get it.
Yeah.
But I have an easier time of it right now because I'm still trying to finish up this one stupid scarf that I'll get the blocking stuff for this, hopefully for Christmas.
Yeah.
But, anywho, yes, cold open, Valus.
Yes.
Yes. I loved getting the little flashback memory.
Of her childhood.
Yes.
That was so cute.
And because we don't really know exactly how long ago that was.
We have the scary face emoji from my mother. I don't know what that means.
Suzanne, a single emoji is not a coherent thought or sentence. I'm amused and I appreciate it. Anywho. Yes, but I loved seeing... Well, okay, here's the thing I thought was interesting. First of all, describing Salandri kind of loosely as mother of the elves, and then having an interaction with her mother.
Yes.
And discussing the importance of memories and maintaining them for someone who lives, potentially forever.
Right,
basically.
that there's actually like a magic involved with being able to remember your past and specific moments from it.
Right, and I love that as an in-universe exploration of the elven trance, because in D&D in general, elves don't sleep, they have a trance that they enter.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So most D&D characters, they need 8 hours of rest for a long rest.
Yeah.
And usually that's assumed to be 6 to 8 hours of sleep, because, usually people take like a 2-hour watch and they'll trade off. So 6 hours of sleep with 2 hours of not really doing anything strenuous.
Right.
Yeah, it's good enough. But elves just need 4 hours.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
And in the trance instead of like asleep.
Yeah, it's effectively the same thing, but we've never actually had the chance to explore that in Critical Role, because Valus is actually the first full elven player character in...
Really?
Yeah, in a full Critical Role campaign, yeah. Which, in some ways, feels kind of weird that it hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there have just been so many other, I don't know, character ideas and character classes and species to play. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's going to be some they just haven't gotten to yet. So, makes sense.
Yeah.
But I love seeing that specifically played with a little in this new campaign.
Yes.
And again, used for, narrative heartbreak.
Gotta love it.
God, because even just Brennan going, how often do you go back to that memory?
Yeah.
How often do you think about it?
It's just like rude. Rude.
The traumatic distant past.
Yeah. Let's see. I had just two little quotes from this section, I think, before
Yeah, it was short.
we
So
move on to the main part of the episode.
the
But
meat and potatoes.
yes, we had Octus's. No, we not had two Octus. Brendan, as Game Master, said,
Oh yes.
"You can bring yourself back from death. Extraordinary, but you cannot make yourself sleep."
Yes. Yes.
a great
I think I wrote that same thing down actually.
Yeah.
But I loved Velas and Octus talking about their shared lack of sleep in the way that most mortals do.
Mm-hmm.
And that now that Octus has changed, being forced to have a different relationship with the concept of rest.
And his body and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, for Velas, her rest is different, but she still has rest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just loved that little moment.
Yeah. It was really sweet.
Yeah.
Kind of heartbreaking, obviously.
Oh,
Both
yeah,
her
of course.
memory and Octus's, stuff. But yeah. And then just kind of between Octus and Velas.
Process all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, understandable.
Yeah.
I feel like if I died, it would take me a while
A hot
to.
second.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't handle it as well as he is, to be honest. That was the other thing. The last little bit about this, specifically with the memories, I had written down the quote that I loved was, "Over centuries, you can lose moments like that. Too many years, an arrow fired from a bow must be kept straight if its flight is to last for centuries."
Yes.
Anywho, I did love that quote specifically for the importance and intangibility of memories.
Yes.
Thank you. The ethereal nature of just, yep, you gotta think about things or you lose them. Because that's true even for us.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Like, I remember, at some point growing up, there was some teacher I had who had talked about the importance of just taking a minute at the end of each day to think about what happened that day, to actually help process it and like log and mentally catalog that information in your brain.
Yeah.
And how much that actually does help me remember things for the future when I go, oh, what happened yesterday?
Well,
Do I
and,
even-
a lot of people journal
Ah.
for the same reason.
Right.
Get down what happened in their day. And I think especially for us neurodivergent people, where memory can be a weird soup of having a really, really good memory
Yeah.
and simultaneously having a really sucky memory
Yeah.
for things.
Because there are
know.
random details I remember with crystal clarity. I don't know why I remember them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But other things that I know I've been trying to remember and should remember,
It's gone. It's in the ether.
floats away. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Into the actual meat and potatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get 2 battles in this episode.
Oh my god.
Both of them are like intense in different ways.
In completely opposite vibes. Gods.
I like how they had kind of talked about not going to Hawthorne's Glade.
Yes.
And then Brendan was like, no, you're going.
He's like, that's cute.
You
But
just,
what if-
you just end up there.
What if you went up there anyway? Wouldn't that be silly goofy?
And I was just like, cool. All right, here we are.
Gods. Oh, even before they got to Hawthorne's Glade, though.
The knife.
The knife. The
The
knife.
knife.
I was watching for a while, just trying to figure out what coded communication is going on between Brennan and Whitney here over this knife.
And I was like, why is she bringing, I was like, did he come up with it on the spot? Or did they have an agreement that she'd bring up Albud's wife at the top of the episode?
Right.
I was like, I don't know the answer to it, but
And I'm not sure exactly how much was pre-communicated about that, about the idea of that interaction happening, other than I know Whitney has mentioned something about that being related to what she and Brennan have talked about regarding the state and nature of her character.
okay.
So my impression, at least, is that something like this was understood to be coming eventually.
Okay.
And like, oh, Brennan's going to give me an opportunity to cause some suffering in some way, X, Y, or Z. And, okay, he's pointing out this knife. Cool. I'm going for the knife.
I gotta take it.
I see my window. I'm moving in.
Yes.
And I think very well done in a fun way that was also, what? Genuinely, what is going on?
What the heck is happening?
Girl, what are you doing?
And then she like attuned to it,
Yeah.
seemingly, or it attuned to her.
Or it like called to her in some
yeah.
way. That I loved Thimble pointing out, girl, don't do that. What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
Right.
What?
Right. I don't remember exactly where it ended up in this section, but we did have the Brennan quote of, "No good deed goes unpunished, but no betrayal goes unrewarded."
Yeah.
I was like, yep.
Yeah. Oh, I think that was, well, I may be misremembering, but I think that was in regards to the knife becoming magical.
Yeah.
As she like looked in the blade and saw magically that Olbid was searching for it and like flipping his house upside down.
Well, I have it
find
before
it.
all of my notes about
Oh, really?
Thimble getting the sword. So I think it's right as she stole it, as she pocketed it, maybe.
You know what? I believe you
Yeah.
because that makes sense.
Because I have 5 pages of notes.
Yes. I
Chronological order.
I have more pages on much smaller paper with fewer notes per page.
Yeah.
So
I would like you to show them that.
Yes. So ta-da! With I do have a second color of ink now
Very
regarding
nice.
some thoughts.
Yep.
But in general, it's just easier for me to
Look at how much white is on that page.
Yeah, it's I need space to separate my thoughts. If I crammed my thoughts together that much, I wouldn't be able to find anything. That's my problem.
Well, see, that's why there's different color inks.
But I have to think
They're
about
just-
the different color inks as I'm doing
It's
it or
just
beforehand.
Line after line, from border to
My
border.
gods.
Um,
See what I'm dealing with?
Game Masters rue the day. I joined their
Good gods.
campaigns.
No. Yes, but I loved how much. At first, I was just enjoying Tyranny loves love, and she's like so new to this world, and is so curious about. Oh, like I'm sorry, did I make you sad? Is that I just want to know. Like I'm so curious about like your dead wife. Like, all right, first of all, yeah, it's awkward as hell, but it makes sense
Yep.
that she would just be
Like that.
like that.
Yep. And we've already seen her do things like that before, like
Right.
not knowing how to act at the funeral.
So that wasn't surprising to me until it really started to, like, she really started to hone in on that knife.
Yep. And then there you go. Oh, wait, girl, no.
Okay, honey, there's more to this, but I'm not seeing yet.
Yeah.
And of course, we did see where that led to, mostly, but
Yes.
loved that. Oh yes, the toy swords.
I love this toy sword.
I know.
I love Olbit so
know.
much for making this toy sword. Which, okay, so first of all, it's just cute
Yeah.
that. Oh my god, Dandy posted in the Discord about the feet cam.
No. No.
Sorry, guys, I just had to share. That is the correct meme to send in response.
Yes. Good call.
Good call.
Thank you.
Friends being friends. Anyway,
Nerds.
just I will say it again.
Yes.
Laura Bailey is living my Warrior Tinkerbell dreams.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and the ability to play that both Brennan and she have now with like small things becoming weapons or clothes or shields or whatever.
Like, that is exactly why I love, like, old animated movies about mice.
Yeah.
Like, The Rescuers.
Yes.
The Rescuers Down Under.
Absolutely.
I love seeing people use a thimble as, like, a stew pot.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, no, I love playing around with the tiny stuff.
Yes.
As, oh, it's normal size for you. Or what did he say? Like, for her, this is basically like a
great
claymore.
sword. It's a great
Yeah.
sword. Yeah.
But they're using the statistics of a scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then it's enchanted to ward away nightmares.
Gods.
And you can once a day she can knight a toy to rise to the challenge.
Was so cute.
The little Sir Stagathy,
Sir
which
Stagathy.
we don't know where Sir Stagathy went because she took him, but then didn't take him.
I think I was under the impression Teor put him
In his armpits,
in his,
where Travis keeps pretending his stuff is going.
yeah,
Yeah,
his pouch opening is somewhere in his armpits for his backpack.
I love that he became everybody's pack mule somehow. Again, because campaign 1 and 2, he was right.
Less than 2.
But still, in 1 especially, he's everybody's pack.
In 2, it was Laura.
Oh, was
a little bit more.
Yeah.
They which is so chaotic with Jester. Oh my gods. But yeah, because campaign 1, Grog was very much the pack mule, partly because he was just big, strong guy, could carry stuff.
Wait, is that? It's Julie, right?
No, that's Michaela.
Oh, that's Michaela. Yes.
Straight to jail.
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody has different freaking usernames on everything, and I cannot keep any of you straight.
Well, and we've also been changing our usernames a bunch on Discord.
Yeah.
Partly because as the seasons change, gotta spice things up. But anywho,
Yes.
I lost my train of thought entirely.
Teor has Sir Stagathy.
Yes, Teor, I believe, has Sir Stagathy. But the little toy deer.
I want her to go into battle on Sir Stagathy at some point.
Oh, God, it'd be lovely.
I don't know how or when that would possibly be feasible, but I want it to happen.
I know. Just a tiny cavalry charge.
Yes. Yep.
Would be the cutest thing ever.
Yep. On a little, pulling wooden deer, like those little horse ones. Anyway, so then Tyranny pockets the knife.
Yes. And, I loved...
Oh, and the Chanter's eggs.
The Chanter's eggs! Yes!
I loved how he described those.
Yes. As what? Oh, Hannah, I had it written down. They've had their insides replaced with a song.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was so good.
And calling them Chanter's eggs.
And what they can do and...
Perfectly evocative.
Yeah.
And because what it was the blue egg is for stealth. The yellow causes sickness.
Yeah, to you and anybody around you.
Right. So I'm assuming that's going to be a great little, toss it at somebody, just make them vomit.
Right.
And then just, use that as a distraction.
The greater Chanter's egg, which
yes.
has an unknown effect helpful for making circumstances change quickly. And apparently now it's Tyranny's.
Gods. But Teor is carrying it.
But Teor is carrying it because Tyranny has no storage space.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like, I barely have a pouch of any kind. Whoops. But still had enough space for the knife. Weird.
But she didn't really store it anywhere. She just kind of took it and it disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Details.
And then Thimbles offer to send a pixie clan to help Olbed tend his garden.
Yes. I hope somebody ends up helping take care of this old man because he's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Oh, gods, because I loved I was crying over the sword.
Yeah.
Because the enchantment sticking around and actually being permanent, potentially because it was something that this is just a magic thing that a little girl believed in so hard it became true.
And belief magic and fairies. I mean, come on.
Too cute. Too cute.
And we did learn that Thimble's clan tended to the Golden Orchard. They may have mentioned it before, but it was much more specifically mentioned this time.
Yeah.
And we find out later in her conversations later on in the episode that she grew up in the Golden Orchard, which is not in Fae. So she's actually never seen the Fae realm. Right.
Which is, and I mentioned this later, but since we're talking about it now, I love that as its own kind of tragedy.
Yes.
Because when she's talking to the other fairies in Hawthorne's Glade, I loved that discussion of I forget which fairy she was talking to, who was talking about...
I think it was Rainbloom, Mushroom Man.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes.
Yeah. Who was talking about, you don't even know really what we've lost. like we will forget who we were and who we are.
Yeah.
But you don't even really know what we've lost. But that being its own kind of tragedy as somebody who is like just barely removed, but who never had the opportunity to experience what the rest of her people are mourning as its own kind of like grief subset.
I do wonder too, though, if being born in the Golden Orchard and then being connected with the Aussie for so many years, living in the city and doing all those things, I do wonder if it's protecting her a little bit from some of the sicknesses or whatever that some of the Fae in Hawthorne's Glade were dealing with. Now I know we're very ahead of where we were in the episode.
Yeah, but it's on topic.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But either way, I loved how much effort and how clear it was made this episode that, oh, she's got roots here.
Yes.
Like she is let herself become very much of this world.
Yeah.
More so than a lot of fairies.
She always really has been.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, that is an interesting theory. I'll have to pay attention to that.
Yes, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Because now I'm going to be watching for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
At some point in this section, where she's talking about the Pixie Clan coming to help.
Oh yeah, with Ulbid.
Laura.
Can you speak?
No.
Okay. Hey, neither can I, so don't worry, man.
Laura stole something from Travis. It looks like some kind of fidget toy.
Yeah.
But it was just
I didn't
cute.
even catch that.
It was a cute moment. And she was fidgeting with it. And it wasn't a dice, because I know they all fidget with their dice.
Yes.
So it was something else. It didn't look like a dice. And he had been playing with it, and then he put it down, and then she reached over and stole it.
Gods.
And then Robbie re-broke Sam's finger.
Yes.
Like in the same span of like 2 minutes.
Gods. Poor Sam. I forgot about his finger until Robbie reached over. Like, why did you reach with that hand? It's like, I don't know. It was the object work. We were doing a thing. Oof.
Yeah. Robbie looked like he felt so bad.
Oh, yeah.
But it was also really funny.
Oh, yeah.
And Sam was able to play it off.
It was both.
But, yeah.
Oof.
TLDR was an ancient elven wizard.
Yeah.
I am TLDR.
TLDR, the ancient elven wizard who kept things very brief.
Yes. TLDR, it's spelled just as it sounds.
Lovely little joke.
Yes.
The thing I appreciated about that segment in particular, before leaving Olbids even, was Tyranny going, hey, what's your deal? We barely even know what our deal is. What's your deal? Why are you out here?
Yes.
Can we get our cards all out on the table, or at least some of them, so we have any idea who we're traveling with and why?
Yeah.
I greatly appreciated that, because even last episode, it was just kind of okay, we just got to move because it's going to get dark.
Through the forest.
We just got to go.
And that way, it relieves a lot of stress of accidentally metagaming.
Yes.
To have had that conversation at least.
Yes, or at least make clear that they have had that conversation.
Yeah.
So that no one in the audience is too confused about, wait, when did they?
Right.
Do they even know? What do they know? What don't they know? Trying to keep most of that above board. Mm-hmm. That's helpful. Especially as an actual play and having an audience that is well-versed and paying
attention to that.
Attention more or less.
Yeah. There was one time, I think, that Marisha accidentally metagamed.
Yeah.
About Octus being dead.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it wasn't just that he was in trouble. She, like, knew he had died before they ever came across everybody. And Brennan just very calmly, like, totally glossed over what she had said and didn't react to it. And nobody else reacted to it either. And, you know, everybody's going to metagame at some point by accident because it's hard to keep track of what you do and what your character knows and all that kind of stuff. Right.
Metagaming here not being used as a curse word. It's just sometimes you say something you shouldn't know because you forget you shouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Now, when people do it to a crazy degree, it's a problem.
That's a problem.
But nobody has.
No. And I've noticed this with Robbie a lot, that he will go through and check his stats and different things to make sure. He's like, I think I know this, but I want to make sure I'm actually telling you the right thing here, which he did a couple times. And then when he didn't realize at one point at Hawthorne's Glade that he was not in the conversation.
Yep.
But rolled high enough on his stealth to after the
justify
fact, put himself in the conversation.
Yeah, why not?
It was great.
Why not?
And I like that Brennan lets them do that when things like that happen. Like, hey, if you can roll the right thing,
you know what?
then yeah.
Sure, give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe you got in there and we didn't notice until now. No, very fun. Good gods.
Let's see. What else did we learn? Oh, Wick has a little brother who's not in the fold, who is still potentially a true believer, but who can also be his replacement.
Uh-huh. And we still don't know much about his sister either.
No, but we know she's in the fold.
Yes.
And doesn't like him.
Which I would assume that part of that is because she is frustrated with him being, a true believer.
Yeah.
And just oh, God, I can't believe we're letting this guy
run the show, quote unquote.
Be like this.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, I worry about his little brother now.
I know. I'm like, when are we going to meet him?
Because we're probably going to.
Yeah. Probably through the schemers, but
yeah,
you don't know. Maybe.
We might meet him first through the schemers, but I'm curious to see how much Wick will have changed by the time they meet up again. To see what that interaction is like.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't think we know his name yet.
I don't think so.
Just
I
has one.
didn't write it down.
Yeah, no, and I think I would have if I had heard it.
Yeah.
So at one point, Sam, as Wick, says, "I find acting so interesting. You get to lie, but it's okay." I will continue saying that this whole campaign is a love letter to the theater.
Yes.
And I love it so much.
Well, and you know what's funny about that is Sam, as a little kid, played Gavroche in Les Mis off-Broadway.
Nice.
Like, truly just a... Yep. The ultimate theater kid traveling around.
Yep.
Now just making a little tease. Because
Yeah.
why not? Why not?
Yes.
That's right. I don't know if you've seen this before because you're not used to Brennan, but when he had them roll a luck check.
Yeah, I've noticed that he does that, but I don't know what it
Yes.
is. And I wasn't sure if that was a new mechanic in 5.5.
That's really something of his, and I'm like many other people have done this throughout D&D communities at large, but it is something that Brennan is kind of known for doing on occasion.
Okay.
As a well, there's not a specific role for X, Y, or Z outcome, but he just wants to see, you know what? I could let the dice decide this random thing. Let's let somebody roll luck on this. Right?
Yeah.
Why not? Just a luck check. Just roll a d20. Do you want high or low? Or you want low for this, or you want high for this,
Right.
depending on what it is. And sometimes he'll tell them exactly what it is, and sometimes he won't. It's just, you're rolling, and that's for me to
find out
know and you to find
later.
out.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, I figured, I didn't think we had talked about that,
No,
or
yeah.
that you were. Yeah, but no, that's pretty common with Brennan,
Cool.
here and there.
Let's see. The other thing I had, I'm going to kill whoever the fuck I want. From Catechist. But just
Yep.
the way he and Thimble played off of each other, and then he said that line, I was like, this is gold.
Yep.
This is gold. Taylor is going to have to start, like, rating the two of these in at some point, I think, and it's going to be hilarious.
I love how much Tayor's like general vibe is just concern.
Yeah.
Concern about everything going on. Oh gods. Okay.
Mom and my's favorite pastime now when we watch is to watch Travis's face when
Yep.
things are happening.
He's got a very expressive face for concern and just the
And just anything. When he's reacting to good things, when he's reacting to sad things, when he's reacting to creepy,
Yeah.
whatever. He's just the one to watch.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
A delight to be
Yes.
sure. Especially, and I think I've mentioned this before, but especially when he's scared
Yes.
of something. Beautiful.
Yes. Oh, I literally had Whitney luck check 5.5 question mark.
Yep.
So good we went over that.
Oh yes, Tyranny's Brennan describing through that little flashback with Tyranny as your domain is suffering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what does this mean for Tyranny? What does this mean for... I wonder what her sister's domains are, technically.
I'm going to go with cruelty and, the things that they're named for.
Right, but,
Yeah.
Tyranny could... The name Tyranny could imply any number of things.
That's true.
Right.
But, like, if she and Wick actually end up as leaders of something... and
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Potentially. I'm seeing it.
So I kind of like this. I'm intrigued to see where they're taking her character, and with this idea of innately needing to cause suffering as part of, like...
But also she hates it. And
Right.
it freaks her out.
Right.
So bad.
Right.
And I think there's going to be a really interesting character arc for her, and most specifically her and Wick.
Mm-hmm.
As Wick... Okay, we just have to talk about the cleric to sorcerer. Did you see it happen on screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Mom and I went
like,
back and watched it. He was a cleric in this episode.
Yep.
And so then we rewatched and we caught the moment the card changed to sorcerer, which I was like, does he not believe anymore? Now he's actually admitting to the fact that he's questioning things.
Right. But I do think that was more of a Sam going, yeah, I can't actually hide it any longer, and people have probably guessed by now.
Yeah.
But also, I'm going to use my cleric ability of sorcery points.
Right. But as she starts to deal with whatever this is going to be, how he deals with it. Because we're getting the vibe right now that they are really their only friends is each other.
Yeah.
And they now have allies.
Yeah.
But actual emotional connection-wise, they are their only friends.
Yes.
And he's dealing with this whole crisis of faith and dealing with what he actually is, with having a grandfather that's a celestial and all this. And now he's got a demon contracted to him.
Yep.
Who is starting to go a little...
Well, yeah, starting to come into conflict with her nature.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can't wait for, like, the character development that's going to come with those.
Yes. Very, very exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, as they approach Hawthorne's glade by accident, I love the, surprise! Combat!
Well, and also, before we even get to Hawthorne's blade, the Cadigan tyranny moment.
The moment, though, that I love finding out later that Cadigan took the actual, like, the full tang of the blade out to keep it.
Yeah.
If tyranny's good, maybe she gets a gift.
Right.
But at least returning the hilt, the part specifically that Ulbid was fond of, or had expressed fondness towards.
Right. So we had the quote from... It's like a free stutter delay. Yeah. Well, and on our end, we, like, pause completely, and then I have to exit out and come back in, and sometimes it works to fix it.
Yeah. Weird.
Good times. But whoever was talking to her in the pit about her archetype and everything had the quote, "Suffering is your domain. You will wear many faces. A face can change. A soul remains the same forever."
Yeah.
And I'm like, her face can change? What does that mean? Does that mean if she gets, like, sent back to the pit, she comes back in a different body that we won't recognize? Or...
Which was kind of my initial read on that.
Or is she going to be able to shapeshift?
That would be interesting. Although there are... It could be something as simple as having chosen a warlock subclass or some kind of specific pact magic that gives her Mask of Many Faces. Which is basically...
She's a Pact of the Blade.
Yes, but there are little abilities you can grab, regardless of which pact you take, technically, that allow... The first stream was almost 4 hours, and it was fine, uninterrupted, no problems.
Yep.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Crafting Critters. I'm Josh.
I'm Kara.
And some of you may have noticed that we had some technical difficulties last week.
Just a little.
Just a little. So, what we are going to be doing today, hopefully, is actually getting ourselves back into episode 6. Yes,
Yep.
that's what it was. I can count. Finishing our discussion on that, and then getting into episode 7. And hopefully that should cut together well enough on YouTube just fine.
Oh, yeah, we'll be good.
Yeah. Good. How did I tangle this in the 2 seconds of just trying to open it up?
I don't know, man. I have no sympathy for you given the mass that is this blanket.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I have no room to talk.
As I'm trying to work around the last 2 rows of the border of this thing.
Gods. Which, again, an impressive piece.
Yes! We're excited.
Whoa.
It has a due date of this Thanksgiving, so
It's,
less than a week, but we're well in hand. We're on track.
it's been quite the process for you.
Yes.
So, I'm glad to see it coming together so well for you.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh.
Thanks.
All right. We left off last time, I think.
Well, do we want to talk about how we're wearing different clothes for our YouTube
Oh,
friends?
yeah. Yeah, so for those of you watching this after the fact on YouTube, you may notice an outfit change.
And a jump cut.
A pretty dramatic jump cut, most likely. Yeah. So because of the if I could speak, because of the technical difficulties we
Totally your
experienced
job.
last week, we decided to cut the stream early, and we are smashing together what we talked about last week with what we're talking about this week, which is finishing episode 6 and then getting into episode 7.
Yes, we're excited.
So we will be caught up by the end of today. It's just we had to straighten some things out, including, as I'm sure anyone finding this will be chagrin to find out, we were using Wi-Fi to stream.
in a basement.
Yes. And foolishly, I thought, oh, it should be fine. Because it was fine for our first episode.
Which was like 3.5 hours long.
Oh, yeah. It was fine.
Yeah.
It worked great.
And then our last 2, it's been
Yes.
finicky, to say the least.
Well, and truthfully, I should have known, or I should have seen coming that a reckoning was coming, given how inconsistent Wi-Fi typically is for me personally.
Yeah, we couldn't keep blaming it on the solar flares.
No. Not again.
We blame a lot on the solar flares when it comes to our tech issues, but
Yeah. Because again, it's just the most random days
Yeah.
that things decide to go completely haywire and everything seems like it's going fine, and then
it's not.
it's not.
Nope.
We get weird errors, or in the case of what happened last week, realizing, oh, we just have no stable connection.
Yeah.
So fixing that incredibly obvious, silly little oopsie.
It already seems better.
Good.
We have a little iPad here for those of you who don't know, and we're using it to kind of keep track of obviously our chat. Any friends that want to come say hi.
Yes. Which we do at least have our friends usually popping in.
My mom's here,
Yes.
but we also use it to make sure that we're not paused or streaming is interrupted or whatever.
Because if the stream goes out on here, chances
Yes,
are good it's
I'm
gone out for you too. So we're working on it.
We are.
It's a work in progress. Thank you for bearing with us.
We very much appreciate it in these beginning stages of this new stream of ours.
Yes. So hopefully every episode continues to come with at least some level of improvement.
Okay, so shall we get into it?
Yes, why not?
Eventually we're going to be writing an intro script so that we make sure we talk about things.
Hopefully sooner
We need
rather
to
than
talk
later,
about.
especially as we get into the new year.
Yes.
That's a goal of ours.
But really, really fast. Josh is a
Oh,
big
yes.
Crit Roll fan, has been watching Crit Roll for a long time. Big Dungeon and Dragons fan in general.
Yep.
And he's a knitter. And I am new to Critical Role. Not so new to D&D in terms of the concepts and the idea of it as a game. Haven't played it, though. I've only played 2 session zeros, which doesn't really count.
There's been plenty of intention to play.
Yeah.
It's Yeah. It just,
Yeah.
things always seem to fall through at the last second, or it's, scheduling is often the thing that kills a D&D party is not actually a total party wipe or a total party kill,
Yeah.
but usually scheduling conflicts.
So I am somewhat of a novice coming into watching Critical Role and analyzing it and all that kind of fun stuff. And I'm a crocheter. And I may eventually also be a loom weaver, but we're not there yet.
You have to finish the blanket before you can start
I
working
have
on
to finish
the loom.
the blanket, and then I have to finish the mask sculpture that I'm making for the theater, which you'll
Uh-huh.
never see me doing that on stream because that's way too involved of a process. But
Oh, it's
that project's
crazy.
due. Well, I'd like it to be done before Christmas. But
wasn't it
it's-
originally supposed to be due like a year ago?
Well, they thought I could do it in a couple weeks, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
ridiculous. But so that project's due at the latest in early January, and then I'll start loom weaving.
Oh,
I have a crochet project to make for Aunt Yuki. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
I
as we do.
live in fear of your loom obsession.
It's gonna be great.
Yes.
I'm gonna make tapestries. I'm so excited.
Incredible. Incredible.
I want to make ones with fairies and unicorns. Obviously, nowhere near that level yet, but that is the goal.
That's
And given
I'm
my
just hoping to make
proficiency-
myself a decent sweater someday. Like
I'm getting there with proficiency with crocheting, so we're gonna use the confidence boost from this to
Yeah.
make myself believe that I'll get there with looming as well, with
yeah,
weaving.
that's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, and so we talk about Critical Role, specifically campaign 4 right now. I'm also
Yes.
working on watching the backlog of campaigns 1 through 3, so we will also talk about that.
Yes.
And
Eventually you'll get through those. Eventually, hopefully, you'll get to the animated shows as well.
Yeah,
just-
we'll need to talk about that because I don't have Prime Video anymore.
Oh, that's fair. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but anyway, and essentially there's spoilers.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be spoilers
this whole thing is
abound.
spoilers for everything.
Yes, anything and everything that we talk about Critical Role, expect spoilers.
Yes.
It'll just happen. If you are not caught up on everything,
And you want it to be a surprise that you learn in the actual episodes of Critical Role, exit out and we'll see you on YouTube, where
Yeah.
we will have these posted for posterity and you can watch them whenever you want.
Yeah.
If, on the other hand, you're like me and you find some comfort or even enjoyment in spoilers and having somebody else's analysis of things going on in the back of your brain as you watch,
which is wild to me to
you're
have,
also welcome here.
like, going into something to have that, because I am somebody who loves, I don't want to know unless it's something that I don't like really care about enough to want the surprise.
Sure.
Like, I can understand that sometimes.
Yeah.
But most things, I want to go in and have a completely fresh experience, sit with it, and then discuss afterwards. Like, or then like find out what other people's thoughts are, because I like revisiting things that I already am familiar with.
Yeah.
With a more critical lens or with other people's thoughts in mind, and go, oh, no, I do see how you got that from this, or oh, I didn't even pick up on that. It's wild to me that you like going in to something not blind,
Yeah.
but that's
Like I never
That's
would
a
have
vibe.
I never would have
That's-
read
fine.
A Court of Thorn and Roses if I hadn't had spoilers of what happens in the first book.
Oh, gods. Well, for something like that, I feel like it is necessary.
Well, so then you do get it.
It's... I get it sometimes. I said, sometimes I'm down for it.
Yes.
But it's very... It depends.
Yeah.
I'm fickle. All right?
I know.
I...
All right. So
What do you want from me? Consistency?
No,
Not
we have
from- not from
ADHD.
me.
We don't do that. We ended
True.
our last sporadic episode talking about the knife that Tyranny stole from Olbin Morn
Yes.
and
Yes.
the idea of archetypes and the blade like showing her to herself and maybe attuning to her or something.
Right. In some way, her act of theft causing suffering, making the blade magical in some way.
Yes.
Which I am very curious to see what Brennan does with that as far as what the enchantment on the blade will be. If it's like just a very simple, like, oh, it's a +1 magical blade, or maybe it's a +1 magical blade that also has some sort of lingering effect, would be my initial expectation just in the vague realm of the thought of suffering,
Right.
but without, I feel like my mic's a bit close, without knowing more to go off of. Nah, I don't have
also
any
feel like,
deeper specifics.
was it Harry Potter? Yeah. Like, Horcruxy. Something can reach her through the blade. Since she heard the voice of, I'm guessing, her sire in the pit.
Oh, sure.
You know, that, like, if she constantly has access to it or whatever, it could then have access to her.
That's fair. Which I'm wondering if that maybe was more of something along the lines of a vision or like a, not a hallucination, but what am I thinking of? Like a magical reverberation of like a message from her past sort of thing. Or,
Okay.
or if it was a speaking directly in that moment.
Yeah.
Because at this exact moment, I don't remember well enough exactly how Brennan put that to indicate one way or the other. I just remember
definitely
thinking,
got the feeling it was a current thing,
okay,
but that's just my impression of it.
that's fair. Because I totally
Because-
had like the like vision of the past
Because she
memory.
seemed so freaked out by it, and not in a I remember this and don't want to way,
Sure.
or I'm trying to avoid it way, but in a what the hell was that?
What did I do? I made a. You know what? Whatever.
Josh is not good at counting.
I'm not. Well, I'm talking. I'm not counting. All right. Just to spite you. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shit. Well, I added a row somewhere or a stitch.
Good.
It's fine.
Good.
I'll figure it out. I know exactly where. I just say la vie. It's a practice scarf. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You know, if
Yet.
you put stitch markers at like every 5 or 10
But then I have to count.
once, and then put the stitch markers like 5 rows down at the 5 marks.
I have stitch markers I can do this with too.
I know.
I just keep not doing it because I forget, and I'm just kind of on a roll. That granted oh.
And Mom, no yelling at me about playing with my hair. Okay? I know.
Nice.
My
All right.
mother, ever the director. Okay, so,
The knife.
The knife.
The knife.
and Wolfric takes the knife back
Yes.
to Olbid, which we, of course, later find out
It was just the hilt,
it was just the hilt.
which was
fancy
the
hilt,
bit that
because Cadigan actually took the blade itself out of the hilt, and for reasons yet unknown to us.
Yes.
Other than the fact that he didn't trust it, which, fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anything that makes a demon freak out, probably not something you should trust. You know?
Yeah, but also diffuse the situation in the now
Yeah.
as quickly as possible. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good gods. I will say, I don't remember if this was the cooldown for that episode. I think so.
And I don't watch the cooldowns for reference.
Yeah, that's fair. I like getting just a little bit of extra.
I probably
because
will
I
go
can-
back and watch them all at some point, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like watching it for myself, partly to remember what happened in the episode
oh sure.
by things that they talk about that they thought were exciting. Also because I like being able to reference their thoughts, because sometimes they'll let a little
things
something
slide.
through.
Little interesting tidbits.
Yes,
Yes.
which we're gonna have at the end of like this episode of episode 7.
Yeah.
There's something that we'll get to.
Ooh, fun.
But in the cooldown for episode 6, Robbie, who is playing Cadigan, joked that, well, if you're a good girl, you might get this back. You might, I don't know, we'll see. And Whitney went, you need a new dog? Ruff, ruff.
Okay. That brings me, we're just gonna like totally mess with the timeline now, because
Oh, yeah.
who cares?
But just
The Jessica
a hysterical little, oh my God.
The Jessica Rabbit bit,
Yes.
she is hilarious.
Which I also, in my mind, because she went nurse, my brain went to Animaniacs.
Yeah.
The hello nurse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gods.
It's so funny.
incredible.
I loved it.
I am really enjoying Whitney being added to the table.
Yeah.
Because I know so little of her other work, and she's not someone that I've followed too closely
And
online.
Sam helping her out on occasion when she doesn't understand a mechanic quite
Yeah.
yet, or where to find stuff quite yet in her character sheets.
Right. I am enjoying.
It's like they partnered her up with a mentor.
Yes.
Which I think was really smart, and it's working out character and role playing wise really well.
Yes, because I think she's definitely got a great mind for the role play and the character, and figuring out like how to balance her character with, oh gods, wait a minute, I gotta take care of this dumbass nepo baby who, oh gods.
But who I actually kind of respect, even though I also kind of think he's more.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gods. No, but I loved the weird Jessica Rabbit bit.
Yes, it was great.
For the sake of, yeah, why not? Just distract him with huge tits.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
We loved
what
it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Somehow nothing in the long run. Yet.
Even though a lot did go wrong, somehow nothing.
25.
They smoothed it
25
over.
meter beat.
The
beat.
gods.
I have a note on that.
19+6.
Sam just rolls hot under immense pressure somehow.
Yeah.
And it's saved their asses in every episode since they separated.
It's been kind of horrifying, actually.
Yeah.
Like
and 2 nat 20s.
2 nat 20s with disadvantage is absurd.
Brennan's nerd out moment of 1 in 400?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Because it is such a rare, like, sure, you want to... There have been multiple instances, this is now a new tangent related to Brennan and nat 20s, but there have been multiple instances in Dimension 20 where Brennan will ask somebody, or somebody asks Brennan, hey, could I just, like, do this? And Brennan goes, sure, roll me a nat 20. Or like, yeah, roll me 2 nat 20s.
Yeah.
Sure, it'll happen. And every single time, Allie Beardsley...
Yes, I've seen those videos on YouTube.
They will roll exactly...
What
the correct nat
Brennan
20 at the
said.
exact moment,
Yeah.
and they just go, well, you said you would.
I love the live ones when they all go screaming, running around
Yes.
the tables.
Beardsley is truly a force of nature.
Yeah.
With just the strangest luck.
I really hope they bring Allie in as a guest at some point.
I
think that would be amazing.
I would love that, because we got Lou Wilson showed up for EXU Calamity, which I really enjoyed. Seeing him play off of everybody else too. Abria was in that as well, and Emily Axford showed up for a brief bit in Campaign 3.
She's kind of the note taker one.
Yeah.
Puts everything together before it happens.
Siobhan does a lot of that too.
Yeah.
I mean, really, a lot of them do. There's a lot of great collaborative like note taking over in Dimension 20 that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Seeing like which bits they each latch onto. And Siobhan has actually terrified me at one point because, or terrified Brennan in a way that was hysterical to see, because he like bastardized some Latin, and she went, "Oh, I know what that means." He's like, "Wait a minute.
Good.
What? Oh shit. Oh. Okay. Fuck. Well done."
You now know things that you weren't supposed to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
There have been various instances like that. But yes, the luck of the dice with Sam right now, these past few episodes, has been terrifying.
It's the drop, man. It's the drop.
It's so funny because there are times that Sam has rolled like absolute shit doing that. It's
still dice. There's still chance. It's just funny how it's working out this time around.
And that's why I love the true wild chance of D&D.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you get
how
shit like
often
that.
Brennan says, "Let the dice decide."
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I'm
you-
like, should I start making life decisions based on?
Maybe not the big life decisions.
Well,
I mean, like,
I had a thought the other day. This is another side tangent
uh-oh.
that has to do with dice.
Oh, okay.
Mom's gonna hate this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You know how I want to do the crochet hook tattoo?
Oh, yeah.
On my middle finger on my right hand.
Yeah.
I was thinking on my left-hand middle finger, do one side, like the 20 side of a 20-sided dice facing me, and the one side facing out.
Yep.
So then when I am flipping people off, they get a critical failure.
You know what? That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
And like a hidden D&D thing. Like, unless I'm flipping you off or you're paying weird attention to my hands, you're not going to have any idea.
God. Yep. Love it.
Yep.
It's versatile, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because you could also flip somebody off in such a way then that, just maneuver your hand, and it's, affectionate.
Yeah.
It's fuck you affectionate instead of derogatory.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gods.
I do it too. Anyway, all right.
The knife.
The knife.
Archetypes.
So I have Laura and Travis's little exchange written down.
Yes.
Laura said, "Did we just curse Olbid?" And Travis said, "Don't give him ideas."
God.
Sending the knife back. And
yeah, because that could be construed as something like that if he wants to take it there.
Right. We had the nat 20 and 19 survival checks.
Oh, yes.
Which were really cool. And the quote from Sam, "Robbie likes to yell at women and break people's fingers."
Poor Robbie.
Poor Sam. His hand.
Yeah. But he reached with that hand.
Yes, that's true.
Like, you could reach with your non-injured hand. Oh, gods. The knife, the survival check, the traveling to Hawthorne's Glade, which I think we talked a little bit last time about the silly, the enjoyably silly, goofy fun of, yep, we're going to avoid Hawthorne's Glade. We stumbled into it. Oh, shit.
Yep. Brennan's like, no. You're going.
Yeah.
You need to go. And it's a magical forest, and it's a magical grove, so you're just going to end up there.
Yeah. Well, I love with that fight, too. Yes. And, like, really everything about Hawthorne's Glade?
Yeah.
Hawthorne's Grove? Grove? Glade?
Glade?
Glade.
Grove.
Hawthorne's Grove.
We got there eventually, folks.
Specifically, I forget the guy's name, so I might have to look it up. But Skinner.
The red cap.
Yes, because immediately I wrote, "Oh God, is there a red cap here?"
Yes, I freaked out of happiness. I will tell you, there is a reverse harem romance series where there's a Goliath red cap as one of the love interests.
Hey, so send me the name of that when
I'll
we're done
find
here.
it for you.
Thank you.
And he lives. Oh no, he's part troll, part red cap, and he lives under a bridge. That's what it was, like in an actual like nice city apartment under a metal like Golden Gate Bridge kind of vibes. I can connect everything back to romance novels, just so everybody knows.
But that's I can't even begin to express the ways in which I find that hysterical.
Yeah.
But I'm also just confused as to how somebody got there.
And he's a pacifist.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Of course. Big fan of puzzles?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. 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 Jigsaw? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. Okay.
So we love Skinner. I freaked out the minute he said red cap.
Yes. Well, because, first of all, I love any time Brennan makes a character who is just a freaky little guy. Because it's always fun to watch Brennan just go, "Ah!"
His way his head moves sometimes.
The weird, like, screaming and just, okay, yep, he's off the rails. All right.
We love it.
I know what this character's about. We're good. No notes.
Oh, wait. I did have the note, though, that Travis said, I don't even know what we're rolling initiative against. The fauna.
The fauna. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gods, wait a second. Was that this page? Yes, it was this page. Because I did...
You're not, sister.
Yes. The fairy's immediately going, oh, this fellow fairy's in trouble. We'll help her out. Oops.
Oops. And then she falls in love with Taylor.
Gods.
Poor Skinner.
Because Taylor blasting her with Guiding Bolt.
Yeah.
Which, first of all, I think that's Travis's first time casting Guiding Bolt. I think. Because I don't think he hasn't had a character who's had Guiding Bolt in previous campaigns. And I don't think he's cast it previously in this campaign. That I remember. Again, I could be wrong. But
no,
as far
I
as
think
I'm
you're
aware.
right. Somebody else has cast it, though, and I think that's what's screwing with my memory.
Valus, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah.
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 Yeah, Ashley's old bread and butter from the days of yore.
Yes.
With Pike. But I loved that poor fairy's immediate beloved reaction to the light. Smacked against a tree.
Yep.
Down a death save.
Yep.
Just.
And Skinner,
Oh,
her poor
no.
unrequited.
Yeah, unrequited.
I said it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unrequited, unrequited.
Yes.
Yes.
Unrequited
We
love.
know words.
Skinner. We don't. I have aphasia, so.
Well, that's fair. And you can say something often enough, I will very quickly no longer consider it a word.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh. But
I just loved the whole fight. And then obviously Sam Wick glowing and having wings and
yes.
and oh god, what's his name? The animal thing. Guys, I'm looking at my notes. Hang on.
The animal thing.
No, not
What?
well, yeah, kind of.
Which I can't help you out. I don't know which person you're talking about yet.
I know. The tangle of vines that's like not a
the shambling mound.
Yes, where's the name?
Oh gods. I had the name written down too. Where is it?
Shufa!
Yes. Shuffa.
Shuffa. Yes, Shuffa.
Because it shuffles. Yes.
I love Shuffa.
Just immediately.
Shuffa grows 20 feet and then bows.
Mm, beautiful. I do
Then
love.
they rode him in the glade or in the grove at one point,
Yes.
like a horse.
Gods. Because I loved that little moment of like, well, yeah, like the light and like what the light is to the people who are using it in the church in general.
And the religion check versus the...
But is that necessarily... That can be distinct from the truth as it actually is,
Yeah.
which he could potentially tap into.
Yes.
What was it? The god of the sun was killed 70 years
Yeah, I
ago,
have that
but the
one down.
sun still shines. Forms break, titles
Change.
change. God, if I could read my own handwriting. This pen is too thick. But truth remains forever.
Yes.
That idea and latching onto that as kind of an explanation for that like little revelation moment.
Yes.
Loved that and appreciated the fact that even Wick was like, I don't even know what just happened.
Yeah.
Huh?
What? I think I'm a god. Sam said that at one point. It was great.
Well, I mean, the Shuffa certainly thinks he's a god of some sort, or, an avatar thereof.
Yeah.
But I loved that they were able to use that as an in
Yes.
with the fairies.
Yes.
As they go, hang on, wait, stop. What is
I
your
have the
deal?
light.
What?
Taylor has the light. Thimble's a pixie.
What's going on here? Who are you people? No, I loved they were able to twist that away from combat.
Yes. And into
Despite,
yeah.
Travis almost killing that pixie in the first
He felt so guilty
12
about
seconds
it.
of combat. Of course. Oh, by the way, the QR code on Sam's goblet.
I followed
Yes,
it
okay.
as well. Yes.
Yes, because I think I told you about the American Girl doll shoes bit that Brennan did.
Yeah, you've told me,
part
but
of-
explain it because Mom doesn't know.
That's fair.
And I don't know if anybody else is in this stream, but Mom is.
That's
so.
fair. The American Girl doll shoe thing was a bit that was done as part of a Game Changer episode over on Dropout, which is a game show that changes like what the game is every episode. And so they had an episode where they were pitching ideas, like an episode of Shark Tank.
Okay.
They were pitching ideas for like promotional videos and episode ideas that they could do as promotional content for the show itself. And so that was then the episode, was these various ideas. And one of them that somebody pitched was, hey, what if we, spent X amount of time and money making a video where Brennan leaves Dropout, where he leaves Dimension 20 and just goes off into the woods somewhere to make custom handmade American Girl doll shoes. Because
Good.
it would be hysterical, and it did catch some of the internet off guard. Because a bunch of people just saw this video of him sitting down going, hey,
I'm leaving
gang,
Dimension 20.
it's a tough choice. There have been a lot of conversations, but we came to this. And, like, they really leaned into it in a way that if you don't know what's going on at all, it almost feels believable.
Yeah.
For a good chunk of it. Until they really start to get into the specifics and you go,
They're fucking with
this
us.
has to be a bit, which it was. But it was a damn good bit.
Yeah. So then the QR code.
The QR
is
code on the-
Sam with a bunch of American Girl doll shoes, and then it's actually their merch site,
Yes.
which I loved. Oops, sorry.
Yes, but jokingly oh yes, I'm coming for your market. We're gonna
Yeah, American Girl doll shoes are his passion.
Yes, exactly. You get it. I love the ways that Sam is now able to torture Brennan in the ways that he has tortured everyone
Well,
else.
and in episode 7, the bottom of his goblet is another picture of Brennan.
Yep. Because we got the shirts from him now.
Yep.
We got the random weird pictures on the bottom of the goblet.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're loving it.
Yes. I'm excited to see how else he torments the cast.
Where is she going?
I don't know.
We can hear Mother's footsteps upstairs.
Eh.
Let's see. Where was I in my notes? Another one of the...
Oh, that's right.
quotes.
Honeysuckle. That was the name of
Honeysuckle, yeah.
the pixie that Taylor almost killed.
Honeysuckle the pixie, Skinner the redcap, Shuffa,
Shuffa, I think.
the greenery mound,
Yes.
Rainbloom the mushroom man.
Yes.
We had Subri the
Yes.
soothsayer and Sallow the hag, and then Hawthorne the dryad.
Yes. Which I loved the silly little comedy moment of Honeysuckle looking at Hawthorne and going, "Mama, I'm not your mother."
I'm not your mother.
Just
Honeysuckle is
so precious.
we love.
So precious. But the
Oh, and Bix, Mac, and Flip,
oh yeah,
the sprites.
I didn't even write down those names because it was just okay, if they come up again, sure.
I don't normally, but I just think that.
Yeah.
The fairy names are always great.
Oh yeah, and I love how goofy they can all be while still feeling perfect for those.
I've had the idea
peoples.
since we've started this, where we're crafting while we're talking about Dungeons and Dragons and Critical Role and everything, to. Oh, Mom got her water. Thank you for letting us know.
Incredible. Thank you for the update. That's what those footsteps were.
Yes. That, the two characters that I made during the 2 session zeros that I've been a part of, I still am keeping in my back burner as characters I would still like to play.
Oh, of course.
But we've also made a subclass of Bard that is a podcasting bard.
Yes. Because why not?
School of
it's
Oral
perfectly
Render.
silly.
And we will actually at some point be making that available for people to purchase for like $2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're just not at that point yet.
Because like the DMs Guild online is a really easy place to post such things.
To do that, yeah. But
just
the
have to
other
do that.
thing we've talked about is creating some other subclasses of knitters and crocheters, and
Yes.
them being 2 different things and having different abilities because, crocheters will understand this, but we often get confused with knitting, and it is not the same thing, and it's very annoying when people say that it is. So, Two distinct different,
Yes.
things. And what their powers would be and whatever.
Yeah.
But I was saying, if I ever played a character where I was whatever crochet class or subclass we end up making, that my name would be Whip, W-I-P.
Work in progress.
Work in progress.
God damn it. God damn it. I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's no, it's great. God, I do so love wild, silly homebrew ideas too. Mm-hmm. So it's always just fun to have that percolating.
I just feel like a whole performance and crafters guild team.
Oh yeah.
Campaign. And this is this is a love of theater, especially the schemers. Have a lot of love of theater as a part of their campaign, which is awesome. But yeah, I feel like having a bunch of characters that have powers based on specific kind of crafting abilities
would be very cute.
would be really fun.
Yeah.
And cute, but also there are ways to make that.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Want to gouge somebody's eyes out?
Anyway, one of the quotes that I had in here was, "Safe choices are meant to doom them."
Yes, I literally wrote down the same
Yep.
thing. Not that exact those words, but I wrote a note about the Tara getting the sense of, Hawthorne's looking to take some bolder choices because they keep taking the safe choice, which keeps they're running out of options.
Right. It is kind of protecting them, but it's also kind of trapping them.
It's that slow march to damnation of, well, we're okay for now. Well, we're okay for now.
The quote on the sylvan border stone.
Yeah.
"All who would seek to stab at the heart of creation know that it is your heart you seek to destroy."
Yup.
I want that as a tattoo.
Yeah.
It's rude.
That had no right being that good. Well, it had every right, but damn, it's good.
We love it so much.
Yes. But alongside that,
Yes.
I loved as they were moving in and into Hawthorne's Glade. I loved Wick and Tyranny checking in with each other. Mm-hmm. Just that little character choice to actually have a little discussion of "Hey, you good? How we feeling?"
Yeah.
This is wild and weird, but okay, let's move forward together and make sure we're actually okay.
Yeah.
As we're buddies, but
but they're buddies,
right?
So we need to be our buddies,
right?
Yeah.
And Wick using bright as a compliment. That oh god, of course there's layers there.
Yep.
That is just it's just punny enough. And as a fan of puns,
Yes. The amount of light puns that have existed in this have been...
It's kind of overwhelming.
I love it, though.
Oh, no, I love it. It's just I can't keep track of them all.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, there's one I go, shit, of course, I should have thought of that. I should have seen that coming.
Yeah. So around this time, too, is when Cadigan got the note back from Albid.
Oh, yes.
Who said, "It is not just a keepsake, but a relic."
Yes.
And you're relics have a very different meaning and connotation in D&D than keepsakes do.
It has some broader implications at the very least.
Yes. So some interesting things with Thimble obviously came up in this part.
Yes. Which I think we talked a little bit last time about.
We did a little bit. So some of the things, and I can't remember now what was episode 6 and what was episode 7. So this will be an amalgamation of things we've learned. But she was born and grew up in the Golden Orchard, so she's never seen Fae, the Fae realm. Because she grew up in this realm and very closely tied to the human realm, she is less vulnerable to cold iron than other fairies.
Yes, which I loved that little detail.
I was that's interesting.
But also kind of makes sense from a character building perspective.
Yeah.
For the game, that maybe you don't want a character that's vulnerable to something so specific that is also so potentially broad that it can be really onerous on the DM to keep track of some of those things. So it makes sense to smooth it out for ease of gameplay.
For sure.
But The narrative bits.
Well, and that
it's
Thiazi
juicy.
had a cold iron blade.
Yes.
Like the liar's blade.
Yes.
Yeah. But that there is also risk to Thimble if she becomes too close to the mortal world.
Uh-huh.
You got to imagine she's probably towing that line by now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. We learned that the creed tells people not to feed or respect the Fae folk.
Gods, which I
Which
love.
also comes up in episode 7.
Oh, yes.
With
Which,
Thimble throwing rocks at Wick, which I adored.
gods, because I love throughout episode 6 and 7, and even a little bit before, but especially these two, the amount of Thimble going, what is wrong with you? And like
Yeah.
you and your religion, but like, come on, man.
Yeah. And he's like, no, I don't think that, but the scriptures do say.
Wait. Well, yeah, the scriptures say this, which I mean, you could probably take to mean, oh, no, I guess you could see how that would
And then
be
Tierney's in the
interpreted.
background like, we'll try to change it. We'll try.
I swear we're trying to change it. Like, that's not, make sure people don't interpret it that way in the future because we won't interpret it that way to them. Oh, no.
Yeah.
But I
we
love
had
that little
Howl's-
inter-party conflict
Yes.
that isn't like too strenuous, but is definitely like, well, this is a core part of who he is and
Right.
something that needs to be reckoned with for both their sakes.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see how that develops through
Yes.
this table. We've got the Howl's Moving Castle reference.
Yes.
And we learned that dwarf fire or deep fire makes Fae sick.
Yes.
That's interesting. So then we got to the point where we met Bauka.
Which I would assume, sorry, just real
No,
quick.
you're good.
I would assume that is, again, based on nothing but vibes, that dwarf fire or deep fire is in some way rooted too deeply into the magic and existence of the mortal world itself.
Or it starts
it's-
to pull from the pit or something.
Yes, it was one of those.
Yeah.
That either it's too rooted to this world or it's too rooted to another world that is antithetical to.
Well, and that the soot and ash are heavy and that they
Yeah.
can coat them and dim them,
Yeah.
hurt their wings, all that kind of stuff. So we have Thimble losing a memory
God.
in order to gain knowledge about what's going on with Sid.
That little moment with Sallow.
And the moment between Thimble and Cat again, of Cat being like, tell us both so that I can remind you.
Yeah.
I about sobbed.
Oh yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me?
And just the quiet, the sad quiet almost.
That he taught her how to read. And that's the memory and write, and the reason that she was the only one allowed to call him Thaz, and that's the memory she loses. I was like, this is so rude.
Yeah. Like
This
why
is so
why did you
rude.
call him Thaz? You don't remember anymore. You don't remember having trouble writing your J's and that's why it was oh. Because of course they chose a devastating memory.
You have to.
Oh yeah.
You have to.
You have to. If you're making a trade with a hag, you need to make a serious trade. It has to
Yeah.
be worthwhile for her to be willing to give you whatever it is you actually need instead of, here's a little something, I guess.
Excuse me. Hiccups. Yeah.
Gods. But no, that hurt. And I loved
It hurt
the
so much.
little interaction between Kat and Thimble as they were leaving.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't worry, I won't let you forget. Forget what?
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Well, and I think, it's been obvious since the get-go how close Teor was to Thiazi and Thimble.
Yes.
And I like that we are getting the slower but no less powerful reveal of how close Kat was to them
Yeah.
as well.
Right, because different relationship, but still very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Gods, that
So while this is all happening, what's happening?
the
Wick is riding Shuffa
yes
and trying to play with the kids, and one of the Fae is like, "Don't play with him. His people are hurting us."
right.
And he was,
Part of that discussion
Wick
then about
starting to come to terms with the fact that that maybe is not a good thing in the scriptures, or how it's being interpreted is not good.
right, because I remember the way that Brennan said it was something along the lines of, "Yeah, you wouldn't think that because you don't think that, but as you're like going it over, you realize, oh, these parts in the scriptures could probably be construed that way." Oh.
Which I'm just like, especially with the pixies, you can see it with some of the other fairies.
Yeah.
For sure. Like like a fairy like Sallow or a fairy like Skinner. You could see where this dim light thing could come to play.
Yes.
But pixies literally glow.
Yeah. They glow.
literally
so what do
glow.
you mean?
You know?
It is, which I will say, it occurs to me that potentially part of the reason that fairies in particular are kind of called out as not of the light is likely a subtle power grab or undermining
for sure.
of the Halovars against House Royce specifically.
Yeah.
Because
I can
House
see that.
Royce has such deep ties to fairy.
Yeah.
And that, okay, well, adding something in our scriptures to make sure that they are, like the Fae in general, are lessened by our influence, also then serves to lessen not only the Fae's influence, but also House Royce's influence.
Which we do see some of that happening, but we do also see a lot of people, as we learn in episode 7, Timony has a very deep druidic connection.
Yes.
And the druids and the Fae have a very deep connection. And so there are a lot
Yes.
of people who maybe have come into contact with the creed, but who still follow the friendly ways.
Yes. Gods.
Yes.
But, yeah.
So now we have Teor meeting with Bauka, the owl fairy.
Oh,
who
yes!
gives him, who is a friend of Thiazi and Thimbles. Which I wish Thimble could have gone and talked to him. That was one of the, they had to keep moving because Sid was in trouble, so I understand why that didn't happen. But Teor ends up giving her a letter from Bauka that Bauka had to give to Thiazi, hoping to make it to Dolmakyar in time to give it to him before he was executed. And
Jauf, who is a Bauka.
oh yes,
So I was like,
yes,
why does that sound... Sorry,
No,
just
you're
to...
fine.
Yeah. But yes, that he had a letter that he was transporting, which I also love that juxtaposition of, yeah, this is a group of fairies in general. Like, this place is a group of fairies who are hiding from the people.
Yeah.
But also, here's another fair folk who is like, nah, no, I work with people all the time.
Yeah.
That's
I work with the Arcanaut and
right. Like, I'll
Argosic and
go
I
forth
know...
and deliver messages all the time.
Yeah.
I don't... they're chill.
And
that
Teor
it's
started to heal
Such a
his wing.
subjective...
Yeah.
But also the shared... the breadth of experiences that are in their own way tragic.
Yes.
Yes.
And
yeah.
we don't know what's in that letter yet, do we?
I don't think so.
I don't think Teor's had time to give it to Thimble in the midst of the next battle and then trying to catch up with Sid.
Right, because since then they've been like trying to catch up with Sid and going after Kaz. It's been... They haven't actually gone over that letter yet. You're right.
At least I don't think they have.
I don't think so.
Okay, some of the quotes after they leave Hawthorne's grove or somewhere in there. When Kat was eavesdropping and almost got himself into a lot. Well, did get himself into trouble, but almost got himself into worse trouble. Travis said at one point, "Can Kat take his clothes off for advantage?"
Yep.
Yep.
Which also, before we leave Hawthorne's Glade, because we did learn from Sallow that, I think it was from Sallow, that we learned that, oh yeah, Hawthorne would have sent Sid to the Wraith Tree.
Yes.
So, okay, now we gotta go chase after him. But I love that before we leave that, and I think even right before Teor was talking to Jauf, Skinner just going up to him, I'm gonna open you up and put my hat in you.
Yep.
Yep. That's... Love a good
it.
red cap.
We love
what the hell? Again, that was it. With Skinner and Sallow, specifically, I love Sallow bringing up, oh, what, you wouldn't expect me to be here because I'm a darker aspect of the Fae?
Right.
Am I less Fae because of that in your eyes? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah. Okay. Anybody who knows anything about the Fae, in reality or in fantasy book and gameplay.
Right. Like, oh no,
They're more dark than they are light by a lot of arguments.
like, it's the... And there was a moment in campaign 1 actually that I always enjoyed as an example of, even the supposedly good aligned fairies or the fairies that like you get along with, you don't want to like mess with them because there is
Lessons for the real world.
right. Well, and there's a character in campaign 1 who the characters befriend, who is a fae, and they're trying to like make some deal with him, and he finds out that one of them currently cannot actually die,
Oh.
and he goes, oh, you know what? Sure, as this little deal in exchange for doing this for you, I would like to strangle you until dead. I think it'd be a fun experience. It's like, hey man, this is like a buddy that we've cultivated, and he's okay. That's horrifying, but also, yeah, that's very fae.
Yeah.
That's very fae. But so I appreciate seeing more of that, but in a way that draws more of the connection between the darker and lighter fae.
Yes. And that Hawthorne is probably considered like neutral.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But you can try to draw distinctions between them based on your expectations about what any particular type of fae will do, but that doesn't mean that there actually is necessarily any kind of inherently less fae nature about someone who is probably more unseelie than they are seelie.
Right.
Like, just because you get along better most likely with more seelie than you do unseelie,
it really doesn't mean shit.
No. And even as Sallow points out, it was Hawthorne's idea to send people to the Wraith Tree.
Yeah.
That's even more well-intentioned fae. Like, hey, you got to make the hard choices. Fine, people got to die. Okay, they're going to make those dark choices.
Yeah. So then we're at the Wraith Tree, essentially.
Yeah, because they basically go kind of straight there. There's not too much, I think, to talk about in the interim between there.
Battle!
I loved that the club that Kat is using is also an atlatl.
Yes. Mom and I had to look up what that was. But once we did, we were like, oh, this is cool.
Right. Well, and it's funny because I feel like I knew for some reason what an atlatl was, but I only learned it within the last, like, however many months. I don't remember why. I think there was some...
Was it like an option in a video game or something?
No, I think some creator I follow online was talking about them recently as, like, a less frequently seen in modern media, long dart launcher that, like, hey, it could work with something similar to an arrow, but not necessarily exactly that size or weight.
Yeah.
But, like, something roughly similar in size or even longer. Like a longer than an arrow but shorter than a spear kind of thing, from what I remember. But so I loved going, oh, I know that thing! Yeah. Wait a minute! An atlatl! But also just because it is...
Well, that his weapon is essentially like three weapons in one.
Right. So, of course, they decided to nerf the range of an atlatl a little bit compared to a lot of other ranged weapons. Yeah. With the 20-40 distance. So 20 feet being the normal die roll, 40 feet being, you can hit something as far as 40 feet away, but you have disadvantage past 20 feet. Is typically how the number breakdowns for that work. If somebody says the range is 20-40, that's what that situation is, or like 30-60, same deal.
Yeah. During this battle is when Wick changes from a cleric to a sorcerer.
Oh, on his little, like, the written,
Yep.
Yep.
Mom and I freaked out about that.
I'm going to use my cleric ability, sorcery points. Yeah.
What?
Sure, buddy.
Yeah.
Gods. Oh, wait, because he used, what was it, heightened spell? Yes, he used heightened spell. And I don't remember which one he also said he had, or if he specified. But heightened spell... for two sorcery points, heightened spell gives disadvantage on a saving throw.
Okay.
Which is great to hopefully ensure that whatever you're casting fails.
Right.
It's save against your magic, but it is situational. It only applies to spells that actually have saving throws. Anything that you actually have to cast at somebody where you have to roll to hit, you can't apply it. So there's there are other sorcery point options to spend for similar abilities, but also I don't remember if he said what other sorcery point ability options he currently has. But I'm trying to
I'm not sure he went into detail in this in the episode about it.
I'm trying to remember if he said at any other point. But I'm trying to begin cataloging that for my own.
Yeah, that is not
mental
something I will
note.
be tracking.
Yeah.
So good on you for doing it, because I have enough mechanical knowledge to follow. I don't have enough mechanical knowledge to really understand the implications of things like that and how they apply, generally speaking, outside of how they're explained to work in the moment that they're used.
And I'm going to try, but I only have so much time to pause and go, wait, he said this? Okay, that was this thing. Right, I remember how that works. Or, sorry, as I bump my mic. Or something of the like. I gotta stop talking with my hands so wildly next to my mic.
Talk with your other hand.
You're right. Oh, I have tea! I forgot! Anywho.
We're how long? An hour in?
Oh.
It's a good thing we have plate warmers for our tea.
It's all fine and dandy, sweet like candy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped ahead a moment. At least in my notes. Thimble's sword, which we talked a little bit about, which we talked a little bit about last time. But Thimble's new sword, Brennan called out.
I don't think that was before this.
No.
Thimble's new sword came after Wick sorcerer points. In my notes. It doesn't really matter.
I wrote it literally like here and then here. So it's like right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She hasn't attuned to it yet at this point, we know.
No. However, still getting the 2d6 additional damage to incorporeal foes because it
protects against nightmares. Because it was his daughter's toy's sword. And the toy was supposed to help protect her from nightmares.
I love the power of whimsy.
Yes.
As a magical ally of fairies.
Yes.
And specifically, what was the quote? A sword made of tinsel and filled with play and dreams. Yep. Being wielded against actual shadows.
Yes.
An actual wraith. Beautiful. Love that little bit.
Yep. And right after that, we also had the quote from Brennan. Many years ago, the realm of death sought to stab at the heart of fairy. And the heart of fairy is fucking stabbing back.
Yes. Yes.
We all know I'm obsessed with fairies. So
What?
There is a quote, I think it was in this in episode 7. Where was it? I think it was when Tracer, the shepherd, was talking to Cadigan. I have it in the notes, so when we get there, I'll give the exact one. But that, well, you walk with wolves and fairy, so you must be a special kind of person. Yeah. And I was like, me!
Your wolf obsession and fairy obsession combining in that moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, maybe Kat's going to end up my favorite character for that alone.
No, that's so valid. That's valid.
We'll see. Thimble is currently, just because, again, she's my warrior fairy.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell dream.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Which I do love watching Laura get to play out her, warrior Tinkerbell dreams in this campaign.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna kill him.
And it's clearly having
it's just the whole base of her personality.
hell of a good time. Yeah. No. But I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Because we gotta.
Yep.
We're gonna. I don't want
to. We had the Technicolor Dream zombies.
Yes, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dream zombies.
Yeah.
Because of just how many things were applied at once to the same zombies. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
And then I have these 2 quotes written down, and I know they happened during the battle, and I think at one point Robbie got up to go to the bathroom. So I think that's when this exchange was happening. But Travis said, "Don't worry, it'll all be over before he gets back." And then Sam said at a later point, but during that, "I would like to lodge a formal complaint."
Yes.
Oh, and Tyranny is Pack of the Blade subclass we learned during this fight as well.
Yes. Which makes sense as discussed her claws. I thought I wrote it down. It's because to her claws being her packed weapon, which I do enjoy as because a lot of Pact of the Blade warlocks will typically actually use a blade.
Sure.
And
that would make sense. Most people don't have them attached to their hands the way she does.
No, but I appreciate because she is playing a demon. She went, let's be weird with it.
Yeah.
Come on, why not?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Right.
Oh, where did I?
It's underneath your legs.
I dropped a knitting needle. I'm gonna have to retrieve it. Give me a second. Kara, take the helm for a sec.
Okay. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, at one point during this battle, Sam said, "My other dad says it's okay." Talking about something that Matt Mercer allowed in gameplay that Brennan does not.
Well,
I don't remember now what it was, but and it was joking, but it was funny in the moment.
If I remember correctly, and I could be misremembering exactly, but if I remember correctly, that was in reference to how many spells of what type you're allowed to cast within a given turn.
Okay.
Because so when they did campaign 1, originally Matt had kind of hand waved this particular rule, and then he started reinforcing it in campaigns 2 and 3. But originally in campaign 1, they were playing it such that, yeah, you can cast whatever you want in your turn as long as it actually conforms to the action and bonus action, like, setup.
Sure.
Where, technically, per the rules, if you cast a bonus action and an action spell, like both in your same turn, only one of them can be a leveled spell, like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. The other one has to be a cantrip.
Okay.
So, and they haven't, like, really done that in a long time. Every once in a while, though, I think it's like so ingrained in their early days of it, they still jump back to it, or will ask, just like, you sure? Can I? And in fact, I seem to remember at some point that they had made that into like a feat that you could take in one of their source books.
Interesting.
Yeah, to make it a feat that, you can like ignore that rule up to level 5 or something. That like maybe if you cast magic at level 6 or above, then you do have to follow the rule of, okay, if you cast something else, it has to be a bonus action.
But if you cast them a little bit lower than your current level or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I seem to remember that's the case. Again, I've been around long enough to see a couple of these things pop up in game or in like their peripheral with their various products. So I think I'm remembering that correctly. But also I could be imagining that. I don't know anymore.
So we also learned that the Wraith was probably cleric.
Yes! I was promised paradise too.
Yeah. Yeah. And the Wraith tree is trying to call him back.
Yes, that is the hole through which he crawled into this world.
Yep.
Or was like pulled.
Tyranny managed to crack the holy symbol. The other note that I have is that the Nat 1 saved Sam. There was a Nat 1 that saved him. Wick.
Yeah, again, lucky die roll, man.
Yeah.
Because I think he only needed to roll like a 6 on the die to hit him. Because Wick has such a low armor class, which I also loved Travis's reaction, realizing his armor class is like 12.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
And just my job as a bodyguard is going to be a lot harder than I thought.
But at least he has shield. And at least he does, because without it, I think he would have been dead.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is why shield is such a great classic spell, especially for sorcerers, wizards, the really squishy magic casters. If you don't have armor of any kind, either be prepared to go unconscious or a lot, or bring shield.
Yep.
And be prepared to burn through your spell slots protecting yourself a lot. Mage armor is also a good one, which I think Tyranny's got mage armor.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
Which gives you a base of 13 plus dex? That feels right. I could be misremembering, but I think it's a base of 13 plus your dex. Oh, it might not be. I'd have to double check.
Cool.
I don't remember anymore. 13 might have just been what it was for my last wizard. No, that might be not important. I'll look it up in my own time and remember. It's been a while. But yes, I enjoyed learning that the wraith at the Wraith Tree was a cleric of Tansul.
Yes.
And that, yeah, it seems that the Guardian Stones that hollows Hawthorne's Grove was using to keep the undead away, then allowed the undead to serve as a secondary layer of defense for them.
Right.
In that, I'll just send people to the Wraith Tree, let them become undead, and yeah, sure, the Dahopshane woods are becoming overflowed with undead, but at least they're keeping people away from Hawthorne's Grove.
Right.
It's not a great solution,
So we also...
but it works for now.
Yes. We also come to find out that Wick knows Celestial even though he's never studied it.
Yes.
Which I loved. I was like, that fits the character for sure.
It fits. With his celestial blood.
Let's see.
And his whole deal.
We have Taor saving Wulfric.
Yes.
Thank God. I would not have been happy if Wulfric died this early.
No.
I'm not going to be happy if Wulfric dies at all, but...
Oh, of course.
You know.
But it would be a great little tragedy.
Yeah.
And do I love when characters experience tragedy? Obviously.
Right.
It's a wonderful opportunity for character development, either positive or negative.
Yes. And so then we essentially come to, they manage to send the Wraith back to the underworld, and before he gets back, they realize the tree is the talisman that's bringing him back, and Thimble and Cadigan work together to burn the fucking thing down.
Yes.
And when they do, she's got the sword, she's got oil, Thimble's flying up into the tree to burn it down, and the sword explodes welcome home fireworks.
Yes.
To set the tree on fire.
Which is such a...
I adore it. And
it's beautiful and depressing and...
Yes. And we find out at the top of the next episode.
Oddly appropriate.
Not during the cold open, but at the top of the next episode, that the birds are starting to return to the
Yes! That immediately the birds are going, all right, hey, the worst is out. Time to go home.
I can say that this is accurate for birds because we have a bunch of bird feeders in our backyard. They'll be empty for days or weeks at a time. The minute my mom walks back inside after filling them, the birds are back.
They move
know.
fast.
They know.
Even from many miles away.
Yes.
I appreciate just the one brave little bird.
Yep.
Pops back
and
up.
And I have that, the brave little bird.
Yep, I wrote down the quote as well.
Yeah. And we also find out that as they're looting all the bodies, that there is no Cid amongst these undead.
Yes.
So he survived or escaped or
something to that effect.
Avoided the Wraith Tree. And that was pretty much that episode.
Yeah, and I think even some of the looting occurred at the start of episode 7.
Yeah, maybe.
Which I did kind of appreciate their little indecision and discussion at the top of episode 7 of, okay, are we staying and making camp at the Wraith Tree? Are we trying to push forward? What are we... Because, it's bad and gross here, but also...
They had 2 horrible
the
survival
undead
rolls.
Right here.
And got lost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. But we actually have to talk about the cold open.
Right.
Yes, we got to go back to that first, just because it's such a tangent.
Yes.
We'll get back to the soldiers in a second.
So episode 7, On the Scent, cold open, starts in the Great Hall of the Pentevral, where the new dean is being installed, and giving a Mago-worthy speech about the number 5 and the Sundered Houses, and Murray's pissed off about it.
Yeah, understandably so.
And we find out that Murray's going to have to go talk to the dean in her office, which we all know is not going to be a good thing. We've already been told that Cora and Murray do not get along.
No.
So that'll be interesting.
But I did really enjoy I enjoyed seeing what she was trying to, or a little bit of what she was trying to imply with the importance and significance of the number 5, and herself as the 15.
And there's 5 Sundered Houses.
Oh, gods.
Yeah.
Yep, I can feel the, I'm so important.
Right.
because of the number symbology that we have going on here and all the... Oh, you little shit.
Yeah.
Great. And also, oh, God, I wrote down the name of it. The scholarship that she brought up and started talking about.
It's the Cormoray Scholarship for Arcane Studies, or something like that. Arcane Service.
Why did I bother opening my notebook,
I don't
if you
know.
remember it exactly?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but the Cormoray Scholarship for Arcane Service, which, again, at least implies some level of cooperation or control in the Penteveril being sought by House Cormoray.
Whilst it's also being sought at the Arcanod.
Right.
Because one of the Lady Cormoroys is then at the Arcanod with Belair.
Right. While the Penteveril seems to be a little bit more of the prime focus of the Taconis family. Mm-hmm. Since it seems like they were the ones who really pushed Tall Barrel aside and put Cora in his place.
And who knows what other things will come to the fore when it comes to the Penteveril and the Taconises.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Excuse me.
But, ooh.
So, then we're at the Arcanod. Lady
Cormoray.
Amaria.
Amaria, did I write it down? What did I write it down?
Amaria Cormoray. We learned that the pariah blade that is shown at the Arcanod is Shay's blade.
Yes.
It's the last of the pariah blades. It is the blade that killed the first god to die in Ahriman. Osgra. And the one that is on display is fake.
Yes, supposedly.
Uh-huh. And she asks, can it kill just gods or also celestials? Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's an interesting question.
It is.
Why do you want to kill celestials?
Right. Why do you need to know?
And then she asks about what weapon killed the trickster god, and Belair had to walk around that one.
Oh, yep.
Because Belair is the instrument with his siblings to kill the trickster god. And he's like, you know what? It was one of the divine theaters, and it's nothing but a crater now. Nobody knows what that weapon was, and the people who made it died early in the war, so nobody knows.
Yes, which I do find interesting as a little bit of a lore drop in and of itself.
Yeah.
But also the discussion of, well, there were various weapons that varied in make and form, and each god and goddess had their own weakness that was trying to be exploited there.
Has a lot of them, apparently.
Yes, because he said they have multiple others.
Which seems dangerous.
Just a bit.
Just a little bit.
But where did I put that note? Because I wanted to talk at some point, and we never got around to it in a previous episode, discussing what we know about which gods were killed by whom and by what. Oh, yes, okay. So Osgra, Orcish god of war, conquest, suffering, etc., slain by a pariah blade.
Yes.
Slain by a sword.
I have to move my mic for a second to get this blanket straightened out, but you keep going.
Yes, okay. We know that Rowan, the halfling trickster goddess, was slain in a play with masks.
Yes.
We know that Salandri, the elven goddess of life, was slain by the last arrow, as the elves crafted it. Tonsul, human god of the sun, that the humans crafted special staves to fight him. We don't know anything yet really about the dwarven goddess of the forge. Unknown manner of death. We don't know what that weapon was. We don't know yet as far as the gnomish god, nor for the beast folk god.
The Nama. Is Nama specifically lion? Is
don't-
that overarching for all beast folk?
I don't know for sure because
they call him lion folk, but then they also call them
refer to
Nama.
him. Yeah. So I don't know
Okay.
if Nama is the official name they're using for lion folk, or if Nama is the name they're using for all beast folk in general. Mm-hmm. I'm not 100% sure yet.
Okay.
But I just wanted to bring to our attention and think about. We still don't know what the weapon was for the dwarves, for the dwarvish god, gnomish god, or beast folk god.
Right.
And we could assume there can be some kind of special hammer or what have you for the dwarvish god, just given classic symbology around dwarves, and specifically naming the dwarven goddess as being of the forge. Mm-hmm. Yeah. but still knowing almost nothing about the gnomish god, as far as I'm aware, and almost nothing about the beast folk god.
Right.
So I'm curious to see what little droplets of information we can sneak through future episodes, because we haven't gotten anything else in the last 2.
No, I think most likely that stuff will come through from the schemers
Yeah.
to a large extent. We might get it from some other people, but
We might get a little from the Seekers,
We
but
might, yeah.
I'm expecting Schemers will be the primary.
since they are at the Pentavral and the Arcanod, which would seem like the
Yes.
places that would have that kind of information stored.
Yes. Yeah, but sorry, I just wanted to bring that to mind, because I know I meant to talk about it like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Like right after our first episode. And then we never got around to it, and I kept forgetting. But just to bring that up. My own brain.
I wish there was a gnome that was a part of the parties.
I know.
We have everybody else
I
represented.
And I was thinking, I don't know if we've seen a gnome.
Oh,
we've
we don't have
seen
a
a
half-
couple gnomes.
We don't have
halflings
either.
No.
Yeah.
No, which is wild, because again, Sam in previous campaigns always started with a short character.
Now he's tall. He's
Either
5'11".
like a halfling, a goblin, a very short robot. Now he's a twink.
Yeah.
So he's he's still slight.
Yeah.
Just not short. Ah, well. Oh yes, but the last thing from the cold open was that I wanted to get to was the quote from Cora, the new dean, saying, "Old ways are dying. We represent nothing if not the triumph of the new." And how much that quote in particular is so perfectly sinister.
Yeah.
In the, oh God,
Nothing is
what the
old.
hell are they planning?
Nothing other than, okay, so the old path and the Fae folk are old, I think we could argue.
Yes.
So obviously we know some of the old things that they're talking about. But when it comes to like the gods,
Right.
that old way has been
Is-
dead for 70 years. Everything since the Shapers' War, other than the Fae folk and the old path, Druidic
Yes.
way, are new.
Yeah. Like, these are not...
We're
these
in the year-
institutions
we're in
are
the year
70 years old at
71.
most.
Right. We're in the year 71.
Right.
71 years after the Shapers' War.
There's...
Kingdoms are 15 years old.
Right.
You know?
Like, there's... Because we find out that
Timony.
Timony is like a 25-year-old kingdom at most. Like,
And that was created after, right at the
the
end
War
of
of Axe
the War of
and
Axe and Vines.
Which I did love, finally learning some more about the War of Axe and Vine.
Yes, that it was like civil wars all over the place.
Yeah, that it wasn't necessarily one conflict, but kind of multiple that
Yeah.
after the fact have been rolled into one title, which is also oddly realistic,
Yeah.
given the nature of war
Yes.
throughout our own history.
For sure.
But yeah, I like actually learning more about the War of Axe and Vine, and seeing more discussion about these things are popping up in this still relatively turbulent time where people are trying to find stability in the wake of the death of the gods, in the wake of what was stable for so long, and in trying to improve the world, creating opportunities that can still enrich those who are already entrenched in power in new ways as they try to adapt.
But it's just, you can't prove it's allegory.
No, of course.
No, you can't prove it's allegory.
No. There would never be allegory in a D&D campaign.
No. And a Brennan Lee Mulligan campaign?
Of course.
No.
No political relevance of any kind.
Let's... End of that page is not really relevant.
Yes. Thimbleloot's corpse.
There's potions that definitely came from the liquid of some kind of magical
Something,
being.
yeah, something biological in some nature. So, wild.
Character 101, hide shit with capes.
Yes.
Travis.
We're referring to the armpit pockets.
Yes.
The armpit pouches, just like, just hide things in my armpits. It's fine. There's a backpack back there. You just can't see it.
Right, because I have a cape on.
Yeah. Why not?
Obviously.
Sure, buddy. Sure. I loved the guy who they found the potions on. The discussion of cruel men like this make the hard choices Hawthorne had to make necessary.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's only because people like this were out here doing
Poachers and stuff like that.
terrible things
Yeah.
to fairies and, you know, creatures of the forest and of nature. That's why people end up having to do horrible things like, well, go to the Wraith Tree, or like,
Yeah.
we'll let a bunch of undead wander free because otherwise we're going to suffer at their hands. Awful.
Yeah.
But I like seeing it get called out
Yes.
as
Okay.
the horrors
Probably-
that people inflict upon ourselves and each other.
Right. Probably my favorite part of episode 7. Taor was stuck in a tree as a wee cub, and the fire brigade had to be called to get him down, and so he's not a fan of heights.
I love any opportunity to make fun of the fact that he's playing a big cat.
Yep.
And they went, oh yeah, cat stuck in a tree. Sure.
And he just,
Obviously.
he so went with it, and he went with it so hard, and it was amazing. I
Gods.
adored that moment so much.
It was just such a silly little moment of levity
Yes.
that I think we needed.
Yep.
Which I will also say,
Well, and Tyranny and Thimble's matching earrings.
oh yes.
So now they're best friends.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The matching earrings that then, because it was like the bar,
Yeah.
the crossbar earring, then Thimble was able to use as like a lap bar at a roller
Yeah.
coaster to secure herself in Tyranny's ear.
At night to sleep in
nap?
the tree. Yeah.
Incredible.
I loved that.
Which also, what a kind offer. What a kind
Yes.
offer from Tyranny. I feel like I had something else with that. No,
Well, they got lost.
I guess not. Yeah, they got lost. Something about... oh! Tyranny immediately going, I'm going to go pop off a finger.
Yes.
I'm looking for a freshie,
And then she
you know?
becomes Dr. Finger later on.
Delightful. Dr. Finger.
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah, and Wick's just like horrified that she's eating the remains of these undead people. And he's
Right.
like, but you eat regular food. She's like, well, yeah, but I eat this too.
Yeah. And, well, in episode 1, when she showed up at Thiazi's wake,
Yeah.
I was like, hey, you going to finish that?
Yeah.
As in, like, Thiazi's corpse. Like,
Yeah.
hey, can I have a bite?
Like, she is demon.
Yeah.
She really is.
Yup. It's... And, you know, I feel like I should have expected that.
Uh-huh.
But usually the jokes that end up getting made about cannibalism in D&D revolve around lizard folk instead of tieflings.
Interesting.
Usually.
Yeah.
Because lizard folk, various source books reference them as being, oh, they will eat anything and everything. They are carnivores. And so people joke often online in D&D communities about lizard folk characters being the ones to go, all right, well, if you're not using this, like if the necromancer doesn't want him, I'll make dinner from him. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, buddy, you can't just eat everybody we kill. Why not? You want him to go to waste? So I get hints of that with Tyranny
Yes.
that I...
And I also think Brennan thinks it's hilarious.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is great. Let's see. So then we're pretty much at the edge of Dahapshni Forest.
Yeah,
and-
moving
or
into
Dahapshni
the
Wood.
little... not even a hamlet, but a thorp.
Yeah, the most
At the
southern
edge
edge of
of
the kingdom of
Timony.
Timony. Pastures, mostly for sheep and cows.
Mm-hmm. Not a very...
Forests for hunting, but not really any agriculture.
Yeah,
And
not a
as-
terribly fertile land.
Right, as Cadogan says, the people are skittish but kind.
Yeah.
And we're in the Vallow Fief,
Yes, the
Under-
southernmost fief of...
under the
Timony.
Earl of
Oh, I didn't write down the name of the Earl.
of Vallow, but Aradine is the capital.
Yes.
The little city-ish town that
Yeah,
they're
little.
gonna end up going to. But first, they're gonna stop at the Candescent Creed.
Yes, the local chapel, which I started this in my notes of the call went out for all the Luxes in Vallow to go to Arduin.
Yes.
That is, hey, that's skeevy as all hell. What do you mean you're pulling all of the like head priests out of the rural areas?
Yeah.
Why?
For how long?
Why?
What's going on?
And I mean, as we see when they get to Ardarin, okay, well, they're there to foment some kind of, religious uprising against
King
the
Augustus.
King
Yeah.
Augustus, calling him tyrant, and at the very least, trying to sway public opinion in this population center.
Yeah.
But why did you need to abandon the rural areas to do that?
Yeah.
Has me very concerned, and I do not yet see I do not have a vision yet for why that could be. But I'm sure I will be appropriately horrified
Yep.
when the time comes.
What were some of my favorite things from this area? Thimble taking the TW tin little charm that you come to find out was Tasker and Wendy's,
Yes.
who are some of our friendly NPCs.
Gods. And I love Tasker immediately going, "Oh, fairy. Oh, okay. Yeah, you seem like you're trustworthy.
Yeah.
Of course.
Your wolf's not going to attack my sheep, and you've got a fairy as a friend. You must be cool, Cadigan."
Yeah, just okay. Yep, sure. We're cool.
We're cool.
Yep. I follow the old ways. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? The acolyte trying to punch Tyranny because she's a demon.
Yes.
And failing.
And just having no clue what to do with himself to try to, tripping over himself to try to please Wick.
Yeah.
Because, oh my god, I'm an actual emissary of House Halevar.
Yeah.
Calm down, buddy. All right, which I will say, I'm full ADHD mode right now.
Great.
It's, the various points throughout the past couple episodes, and this one in particular, Wick struggling to figure out what his role is out here.
Yeah.
And having no clue how to really balance.
It's annoying the hell out of my mom.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm not surprised by that. But I like it as a character choice of, Wick has no idea what the fuck he's doing. Did you lose something?
Yeah. My embroidery needle.
Uh-oh. Did it at least, you think, fall in your bag?
Somewhere.
Uh-oh.
You keep going.
I'll try. But I loved that little character bit because throughout, both here, he's trying, but he's also like, yes, it's a test. And no, it's not a test. Okay, you don't need to be so enthusiastic, but also I'll try to use this any way I can, but I don't know how to socially manipulate anybody because I'm too socially awkward, having been raised only as scion of this religion and not actually being trained with the people skills to use that position of power in a way that is advantageous for their current goals.
Yeah. And then he goes on later to try to be a forceful, and it does not work.
Right.
Person about it.
Butch it up.
Yeah.
Rolls terrible immediately and is just kind of a dick about it.
Yeah.
And rightfully gets spat in the face.
Yep.
But that's, when they get to Ardarin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at this point 50 miles or so from Sloke.
Right.
That it's going to be a bit to get there. Mm-hmm. And I enjoy watching them try to strategize. Okay, do we go over a road? Do we, because it's going to be faster, but it might be more dangerous. Are we trying to get there before anyone who has kidnapped Sid might be able to get there? Are we trying to be safer about it? That is, it makes it a struggle to actually
make a decision.
But I like that they have this, we got to pick.
Yeah. I say later on in my notes, and I think it was when they were trying to figure out, once they got to Sloke and they were looking down at the Sloke Castle.
Yes.
That because Travis and Laura chose characters that have backstories of being warriors and of being mercenaries, they can lead these strategy discussions of, we can go around the back, we can go through the village, we can wait, we can track all those different kinds of things. And it makes total sense from the backstories of their characters that they would be leading that conversation. And as very, very experienced players at that table,
it also makes sense.
It's helpful that they can do that in character, not just above table.
Yeah. Which helps avoiding any metagaming
right.
Issues, which generally everyone's pretty good about,
Yeah.
even if they do accidentally, it's not a big deal.
They're just like, no, I just told you everything Brennan just told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was some idea I had with the Luxes and with this chapel before. Oh, that's right. We learned from, I think it was from Tasker. Yes, I think we learned from Tasker that he had heard about, because it was the talk of the town, because it's a tiny rural area.
Oh, right.
Everyone immediately is in everyone's business.
That a Lux, another town over, betrayed Sid.
Yes.
To
gave
the Earl.
him sanctuary, and immediately, hey, I got the guy you're looking for.
Yeah.
Which reminded me, or at least reminded me specifically of the phrase "beneficence is for members only." That I've actually been seeing pop up more recently.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've heard, but in real life, in our world,
Oh, great.
this was like news on the internet within the last week or so.
Okay.
Of somebody had been calling around to a bunch of like local churches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And just asking like, okay, would these churches actually be willing to like
Help
provide,
me if I have a starving baby.
right,
Yeah.
like provide formula for a single mother with like a starving baby who can't afford to feed that infant. And the vast majority of churches that she called, like 31 out of 40, were like, no. Are you a member? No.
Yeah.
And just a lot of these places, they're maybe tax exempt because they're supposedly charitable organizations, but an unfortunate number of them, because they're run by humans who are...
They're run by men.
Yes. And because, God.
For the most part.
But people being people,
Yeah.
it's tough to avoid the potential for corruption in any such situation.
Yeah. Well,
But
and it also means
depressingly
that...
seeing that around.
Well, we learned in this... Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We learned in this episode, too, that Timony, as a kingdom, has an incredibly close connection to Druidism.
Yes.
And the Old Path and dogs, which I just...
The dogs.
I love
the dogs.
the dogs. And I love the dogs. And I love Travis's reactions to all of the dogs that are being described at any one point.
They're all such good boys.
Yeah.
They're...
And Brennan actually having to play dogs, which is amazing.
Yes.
And so we know the Earl of Vallow probably not loyal to the king anymore.
Yeah.
Potentially not. Because we don't know how much King Augustus is connected to this whole kind of like Taconis connection that seems to be happening, or takeover, Taconis and
Right.
Halavar takeover that's happening in Timony.
Right. Which
Currently, I get the feeling that he's distrustful of this situation.
I get the opinion that he's kind of unaware of like how bad it is and like what exactly is going on.
Yeah.
But he's like trying to take a temperature.
And he sent his hounds out
Gauge.
to his literal hounds, which
Yes.
are druids and can talk.
Which I loved that little reveal.
Yeah.
Dame Dame Morgaine
And Hawkins.
when Cadigan, I keep trying to call him Robbie because he is, but
Yeah.
when Cadigan went to go speak with animals with the almost blue tick hound looking dog in the corner of the tavern here, and just shit. There's no need for that. In fluent Orcish.
Never mind that.
Never mind that. Oh.
Oh.
And the prevalence of dogs kind of wandering freely throughout because of the Druidic tradition
Yeah.
in this land. And because I think Brennan said at some point that Thimble would know, as part of her history check and as part of traveling through.
Yeah, she had a really high history check at one point.
On occasion, that King Augustus, very early in his reign, made a bunch of his took advisorship from a circle of druids.
Yes.
And so it would make sense then that, okay, with all the dogs wandering around, just as part of the druidic connection that a bunch of this land has, and as that connection and the dogs then also being kind of a national symbol with the three dogs on his banner, that it makes sense, okay, you send out a bunch of druids as dogs
Yeah.
To basically be your spies and informants throughout the land, who then have basically free reign.
Yeah.
Because everyone expects to see all these dogs everywhere, and there's various dog way stations set up everywhere. That, side note, gods, the doggy way stations.
So cute.
That's adorable.
So cute.
Oh my gods.
We love it so much.
I love it.
So, let's see. I have just a final note on this little town in Vallow before.
Oh yeah, because we've already kind of moved on, but yes.
Yeah, and they move through Arderin very quickly too. They don't stop there. They get a cart. They pay a nice lady to take them through the night so they can rest, but still keep moving towards Gormalay.
Yes, which I appreciated that they did have a little acknowledgement of, yeah, 4 gold is a lot.
A lot, yeah.
And like clearly this was meant to be like, yeah, I know this is a lot of gold for you, but like,
yeah. And that Cadigan's like, you need to give them a reason you're giving them that much gold. They're simple folk.
Right.
And Thimble's like, it's so you go fast.
Yeah.
And then the lady was like, oh, okay.
Like, okay, that's less suspicious
Yes.
than just like, why are you giving me all this money to take you in an apple cart north?
Yeah.
That's too vague. And just the little extra info is all right. Okay, that makes sense. I still don't know what's going on here, but it makes sense that okay, you're in a rush. Okay. I can rationalize that a little bit easier.
Right. So, but back when they were in Vallow, I had the note of they're traumatizing poor acolyte Thalomite with pixies and demons.
Yes. Gods.
Okay, so
that poor guy. What a mess.
What a mess. So we get to Gormalay and we get to very near Sloke, or in Sloke, but not quite at the castle yet.
Right, at the outskirts of the village of Sloke.
And this is when Hawkins the dog, Thimble notices Hawkins the dog. Thimble and Cadigan go to the inn.
Yes.
They meet Dame Morgaine. Thimble goes up.
Yes.
Sneaks upstairs and
sneaking through the lock of the door.
Sees a shield with a serpent on it, which she knows is the symbol of
House Saramai,
which is a vassal house of House Taconis. And we also learn throughout this that it's a pretty destitute barony, the barony of Sloke, and that the Baroness, a few years ago, the elderly widow of the former Baron of Sloke, married a cousin of a sundered house, and we come to find out that it's Dorset Taconis,
right?
One of Octus's cousins. Then she died.
Yeah.
So the title stayed with Dorset and House Taconis, which is why House Taconis was able to give a title
in a foreign land
to Casimir.
Yep.
And that Casimir is now the new Baron of Sloke. And that he's pissed off about it because it's essentially like a destitute strip of land with a castle that's falling down.
Right.
And no way to make money.
Right. Like there's, what did you say? The taxes needed to levy on this tiny little village to do these kind of repairs in this castle would require more taxes than these people could possibly produce and barely survive.
Right. So...
Yeah, because I think I remember
that was all pretty much the important stuff from the inn, right?
I think so. I think it was...
Other than that, hey, if you see me or Hawkins around, Dame Morgaine, saying, please just, like, talk to us, and if Hawkins does something rash, don't take it out on him. Just wait until he's calmed down and talk to him about it first. Yeah,
but also I'm going to let you go about your business for now, and you let me go about mine.
Because I also have business in Sloke.
Which we haven't yet gotten to what exactly that is.
Right. And Thimble has a good vibe about Dame Morgaine, but Cadigan is a little bit untrustworthy.
Yes. A little distrustful.
Yes.
Which understandable.
He's seen a lot.
Yeah.
And we don't really know.
Right. We don't have necessarily assurances
that this
of anyone's
is a friend.
allegiance.
Yes.
Just at best or at worst for now. Well, not even at worst or at best, but just there is potential that Dame Morgaine is neutral in the current conflict.
Yeah.
But I think we did learn from the innkeep, that she was expecting a new young Lord Taconis from Sloke.
Right.
and was surprised that it was a new Lord Gavendale.
Right, which would make
Casimir.
you think that the Taconuses did not tell the king that they were doing this.
Yes.
So, essentially, there's a mini invasion force between both the Taconuses and the Halibars
Right.
in Timony now, in the southern reaches of Timony, and the king has left to go make business in Dolmakyar.
Right, because
So
we
the king-
saw
so
the
king's
king's
not
banners.
even in the kingdom right now.
Right, because we saw the king's banners on the road south
Right.
in the Dahapchene Woods last episode.
And
Last-
somebody
2 episodes
somebody
ago.
said, it was either Tasker or Dame Morgaine said, the
Oh,
king
yes.
has headed to Dolmakyar.
Yes,
So we know for sure that that's where he's headed next.
yes. To treat with the Revolutionary Council and the Sundered Houses
Right.
and all them.
Right. We'll see how
That can
goes.
only go
We
well.
haven't met anybody from the Revolutionary Council yet, which I think is interesting.
Yes.
Are they live?
I'm kind of nervous about that.
Are they live?
They might.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They, if they are,
If
they
there's a
are clearly
Loy-
ineffectual.
If there's a Loy on,
The Revolutionary,
Revolutionary
Council,
Council.
which I would assume there must be.
one would think we would know if they were dead.
Yes, I would assume the Revolutionary Council
But are
is
they,
made
like,
up of
imprisoned?
representatives of like people from each group that slayed their god.
Maybe.
You know, like, or at least in some way were involved.
Yeah.
Like people who had enough power from each
There was something.
faction.
There was something that Dame Morgaine said that said he went to go speak with the orcs and the Revolutionary Council.
Yes. Oh, so
that
the
makes-
Revolutionary Council may be specifically
Makes me wonder if
orcish.
because Dolmakyar is an orcish city. It's
Yes.
just that there are like embassies
No, that's fair.
essentially in the city that are not orcs.
Yes. No, that would be fair. That makes
So
sense.
I'm unsure. But
Yeah.
that was how I interpreted that. We'll see what it is.
Either way, that tracks.
Yeah. And so I'm like, are they imprisoned? Did the Taconuses take their hearts and now they have control over them? Are they just old and feeble-minded? Or being coerced somehow? Or controlled with magic?
Or have they been politically maneuvered in some way
Right.
over the last few decades to just where it's less advantageous for them to actually take a
back.
stance very often?
Right.
Are they in a similar situation politically as Hawthorne in the, well, we just got to keep making the least shit of these multiple bad deals
decisions.
until we're out of rope,
Right.
which is my initial thought on that.
Yeah. So I'm excited with the schemers
Yes.
to see some of this unfolding.
Yes, because it looks like the King Augustus moving to Dolmakyar is an arrow intended for that table.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, but I did love while we're talking about Augustus, I did love the clarification at some point. Somebody had said that, oh, well, only people who really served with King Augustus.
Are allowed to call him Gus.
Yes, like everyone
Yeah.
else, no, they call him King Augustus. And the carriage driver that Wick insulted
Oh yeah, call
said,
him Gus.
I'm Gus's man through and through.
Right.
So
Right. That's a nice little
he,
tidbit.
right.
I didn't pick up on that.
So he probably actually served with Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's those little bits. Yes.
Yeah.
Just feed me.
Here's my wonder, and this is totally out there,
Yeah.
but Cadigan is older than Thiazi.
Yeah.
And I think maybe older than Teor. I think he's kind of the old man of the group, so to speak.
That's the impression I get.
Other than like Loza, who's actually old when
Well,
it comes
yeah.
to the Torn Banner. We don't know anything about him.
No, we still don't know.
What if he was like
anything.
when Azune was like 15 and fighting in the Falconers Rebellion? Maybe when he was 15, he was fighting alongside Gus.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't get that impression just because he seems to not... There's enough of a distrust of King Augustus and a lack of knowledge about Augustus and his inner circle specifically that I would expect someone who fought for him would know, specifically about the banner, where he asked, are the dogs on the banner literal? Does he have only 3 dogs? And finding out, oh no, the banner of King Augustus of Timony is in reference to his father and 2 brothers. That's why there are 3 hounds on the flag. And I would think that he would know that if he had served with King Augustus, at least in any kind of close capacity.
Right.
Not that he couldn't have been involved on that side
Well, I think
of the
if he
War
was
of Axe and
15,
Vine.
he wouldn't have been close to the king. If he'd been like essentially a child soldier.
That's fair. That's fair.
And he hasn't been
Well-
connected to Timony,
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah. Possible. I don't know enough yet to convince me of that.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if Hal might know some of that, because Hal fought in the War of Axe and Vine as a child,
Right.
toward the end of it.
Right.
I don't know how much he would know.
Because I do think Cadogan and Hal are closer in age.
Yes,
Because Hal
I do
and
get the
Cadogan have
impression.
both been said that they're like in their 40s. Whereas Thiazi was like his late 30s, and Teor, we don't really know how old he is. And,
Yeah.
you know, like it seems like everybody else is kind of like mid to late 30s or younger when it comes to the Falconers Rebellion people.
Yeah.
And Cadogan and Thiazi, or Cadogan is the old man of that group, so to speak, and that Hal is older than Thiazi. We know he's his older brother, and that he's in his 40s
Yes.
as well.
I got the impression, and this could just be me.
Yeah.
I got the impression that that Cadogan was older than that, even.
I think he says his 40s when he's in
Does
his
he?
introduction. Yeah.
Oh. I may be misremembering. I had
He's
assumed.
like he's in his 40s, but with some gray around the temples, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
But so
okay.
is Hal.
But so is Hal. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, with the way he's been playing him, I had assumed a sturdy, like mid-50s.
Yeah. No, I think he's just old because he's tired,
Yeah.
not old because he's actually old in years.
Yeah.
Does that
no.
make sense?
Again, fair.
Yeah.
I just had, I guess, misremembered and misinterpreted.
Because his drawing also does not look like
No.
how I think you would age a character to be in their 50s or older.
No, but also it's the he is strong
Yeah.
and very active.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's there's an ambiguity of age at a certain point, especially with the certain levels of activity that I'm like, I can't tell at that point.
Yeah.
And that's probably just a me with mild like age blindness. But Anywho.
Yes.
Anywho.
So let's see. What else did we have going on here? Sorry that I just S-ed right into the mic.
Nice.
Trying to scan through my notes quickly. Oh, we have Thimble riding Wulfric at one point, which was adorable.
Yes. Yeah, that was cute.
Sam rolled the 2 nat 20s with disadvantage for stealth.
Right. Which again,
Everybody freaked out about. It was
sweet
amazing.
hell, man.
Yeah, Ardurin is crawling with the Candescent Creed and calling him a tyrant king.
Yep.
Oh, the Travis. Only Teor is Teor.
Yes.
This you will hear every morning
Only-
and every night until you learn.
Only Teor is Teor.
Let's see. We talked about most of the dog stuff.
We talked about, there's not much to talk about really about the approach to Sloke
No,
at this
just
point.
that there was a lot of talking about the best way to do that. Thimble flies
Yeah.
off at one point, sees the very dramatic conversation happening between Kaz and Dorset.
Yeah, well, like hiding on the parapet that at this
Why
point.
did Univere freak out about the fact that the last thing Thiazi saw was a falcon?
Yeah.
What is going on? There's got to be magic or some shit involved
Yes.
with that, and I want to know.
Well,
what
because
it
that's the
was.
first confirmation we've gotten that it was a falcon.
Right.
Because otherwise it's just been no, we know he saw something.
And he looked scared.
Right.
Why did that scare him?
Right. And in some way that convinced him, all right, well, I'm dying. Let's make it count, is the impression I get. Why? Who was that message from?
Yeah.
Because clearly the presence of a falcon was a message to Thiazi in some way from someone.
Right. And Univere knows that it's important.
Yes.
And nobody else does.
Right.
That we've met so far.
Which is wild that Casimir, formerly an ally and, war buddy
Right.
of Thiazi, didn't catch it. Was just, I saw that falcon.
He always
and then,
believed, and the last thing he saw was a falcon.
Yeah. And like I think that's as deep as he's going with that.
Yeah.
But the fact that Univere force choked him over it.
Yeah.
Fully just
Oh,
nope.
I love Brennan's description of her tattoos that make the bottom of her face look like a skull. And
Yes.
Travis immediately going, magic! That one's magic. She's not wearing weapons. She's
Yup.
magic.
Yup. Oh.
Let's see. What else did we have going on here? I have this note. I love the random singing echolalia that Travis usually starts that happens throughout these episodes.
Yeah, it's good. The stress singing is a vibe that
Poker face that
I relate
happens
to a little
throughout
too
this
well.
one. Yeah, no, we do that for sure. We do that.
Echolalia stress singing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Let's see. Dorset gave the title back to Kaz.
Right.
Which immediately I had thought potentially they made another one and that Sid was still on the run, on the lam.
Oh.
And then it became clarified that no, the Taconuses captured Sid,
Yes.
took the deed from him and gave it back, made this journey just to give it back to Kaz to finish their bargain.
Yes, which I then immediately assumed, as did I think Thimble and Teor and possibly Kat, that Sid might have been in the tavern.
I think Laura very much went through with that. I think Cadigan and Teor both at different points said, we don't know that.
Yes.
He could be heading in a completely different direction.
Because Travis started thinking that and then eventually switched up no, we don't know that for sure. We just know that Sarah Mai was there.
Right.
And we know that at some point they intercepted, and we haven't seen a carriage.
Right. And they didn't see one at the inn, at least not that was spoken about.
Right.
And the Taconis knights didn't show up with a carriage or on a carriage.
No, they just showed up on horseback to Sloke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't actually know for sure when
Where
and
they
where
went
they
housed.
separated from.
Yeah.
Sid after capturing him,
And
where that
why
carriage went.
do the Taconises want him?
Right, because they just said...
What did they find out?
Some new information has come to light, and he's no longer your concern.
Right.
What do you mean? Why?
Yeah.
What horrifying...
What does Sid know? And what do they know that Sid knows?
Right. Or what about Sid do they think they can use, regardless of whether it's knowledge or something about him as a person?
Okay.
Like, what is it about him that they're trying to...
Teor has silver fur and controls the light. Sid has black fur. Do we think he has shadow magic?
Gods.
That just came to me. I hadn't thought about that before.
That would not surprise me.
Yeah.
That I think would be...
A Nama with like a soul connection to the shadow in the way that Teor seems to have some kind of soul connection to the light.
Yep.
And not a good or evil kind of a thing. But it would also explain why Sid was always a little bit too mischievous for his own good. And like Loza had to call him out on stuff on a regular basis during the rebellion.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, if he's a bit more of a trickster archetype. Oh no. Yeah, because Taconis would want that.
They would want that capability.
Yep. Or at least
and somebody
want
who
to
had the fighting
experiment on him
training.
to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Or do what the Halovars do and send his soul to the pit and control his body and his magic.
Yeah.
You know? Let's hope they get to him before any of that happens.
Oh, I'm hoping. Because that's horrifying.
Yeah.
But, good thought.
Thank you. I'm proud of
Yes.
that one.
That
That one felt good as it came off the tongue.
No, yeah. That, oh, that's a dangerous possibility.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to have to keep my eye on that.
Yes.
Damn.
So then, essentially, it was them deciding how they were going to approach the castle, and they essentially deciding that they were going to go find Sid after they took care of Casimir.
Right, because
Get vengeance first.
they know at least who among House Taconis they need to immediately investigate
Right.
for more information on
And
Sid.
that party is going to have to move slower than they are, most likely.
Yes. So there's a good chance that if they wrap this up quickly, they can probably go chase after them and like find them again, pick up the trail.
Yes.
Because right now they've lost the trail on Sid directly,
Yeah.
but they can
know
probably
the Taconuses
still.
are now the trail, essentially.
Yes.
So this leads us to how the episode ended, which was with Tyranny using disguise self to look like a boobalicious nurse.
Yes. And breast
Jessica Rabbit
boobly.
style Dr. Finger.
Yes.
And Wick being Wick. And then almost getting themselves run through by a bunch of knights for hire.
This woman is a doctor. You will treat her as such.
And Sir Gully or whatever failing his
Breeches.
wisdom.
Sir
Gully
Breeches.
Breeches, yes, the first knight of House Breeches, vassal house of Lords, whatever.
Lord
It was funny.
Gavendale.
Yeah.
Good gods.
And essentially the charm and what was the one that Tyranny used? Suggestion.
Yes.
And that they used, and they had to wait until Gully's turn to see what the effects would be and to roll their persuasion checks, and then he just failed his saving throw, and so essentially they saved
And then they
themselves.
still needed to convince him with a persuasion roll,
Right.
Which lowered the DC from 30 to 25.
And then 19
Gods.
plus 6 meets to beat,
Yep.
and everybody at the table freaked out again, understandably.
Gods. Which sorry, we didn't even talk about the spanking.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I was like, wow, the Taconuses really like to make enemies everywhere they go.
Yes. But also the juxtaposition of the power hungry Casimir just like, well, I've earned this. Like I deserve this.
Right.
And like
I betrayed my friend for you.
Right. Give me what I want that we said I could get because I want it, and but I made this betrayal for you.
Right. And this place is a piece of shit.
Right. And I'm not getting the deal I thought I was getting because
Throws rock and misses. Teach him a lesson.
just the way that he described how calmly all of this went down with Taconis and Saramai, and just
It really goes to
over,
prove
pulls
how
down his pants,
different-
spanks him with a sword.
Yeah, it really goes to prove how different Octus is from the rest of his family.
Yes. But also the horror of the Taconises as an enemy,
Yeah.
because for effectively nothing, they will just go, yeah, all right, let's humiliate this man in front of his knights, I guess, or
And
the people
allies
he's
or whatever.
allied himself with.
Yeah.
Just, let's humiliate him to teach him a lesson and put him in his place because we just can, and how dare you, and you're worthless to us.
You're mud, I think was
Yes,
the quote.
yes, you're mud.
Yes. So yeah, and then it kind of ends with Kaz going, all right, House Halavar is going to help me stick it to the Taconises.
Yup,
And
because
Wick-
Wick managing to convince him,
No,
yeah,
we're here to be friends.
like, you don't think the Halavars don't have an iron in the fire for this?
Right.
Please. That's what I'm here for.
And then knowing that, everybody else is coming around the back of the castle and they're figuring out how to get in so that they can kill Casimir. And at the very end then, when Brendan says, okay, we're going to wrap it up there. And Sam's like, I want to attack! I want to attack right now!
Yup.
Because I hate this guy. Yeah.
Just please, let us end this man.
Nope.
But also I love that they called this plan mullet.
Oh, is that what they called it? I missed that.
Laura said it at one point.
Oh.
As they were talking about the distraction in the front, party in the back. Plan mullet.
I totally missed that. That's hilarious.
And in fact, I checked on Beacon,
Uh-huh.
where they have the chapter chaptering, segmenting, of the various
some of those are not always accurate, but yes.
some of them aren't, but they're close enough.
Yeah.
But that segment in the episode was called Plan Mullet.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I happened to
missed
check
that.
afterwards, because at the end of the episode, I like to double check, oh, what do they name? Like this segment, that segment on Beacon. And the last one was Plan Mullet.
That's so good.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. What a silly plan.
Yes.
And somehow, despite Wick rolling 11 for persuasion,
Right.
and
Casimir then failed his
with a 4.
With a 4, yeah.
Because he only needed to roll a 9 or higher on the die because he has a +2 to insight.
Right. Yep.
Oh, gods.
That was great.
Yes. And I'm excited for
Next week.
the next spanking
Right? No, it wouldn't
Casimir
be
is to
next
receive.
week, right? 'Cause next
2
week's
weeks from now.
Thanksgiving, so
Next
2
week's Thanksgiving.
Yes. Hard
So
to believe that that's happening. already.
I can't believe it's November.
No, and I can't believe November's actually almost over. I keep thinking I have half of November left.
Yeah.
And I don't.
No. It's time is a weird soup.
Time is a weird soup.
And it constantly evades me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
With that being said, our other project, which is our podcast,
Yes.
our last episode of 2025 will be next Saturday, so the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And then we will not be posting on that site again until the new year.
Yes.
We'll probably be back here, but we won't be back with hyperfixation investigations until the new year.
Yes.
But
Yes. Mostly just because the holidays are a wild time.
they're busy.
Yeah. Everyone loves to come out of the woodwork at the last second and go, hey,
Let's hang out. Haven't
let's
seen you
hang
in a
out.
while.
I'm in town for a few days.
Yeah.
Why do we... Oh, gods. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Holiday plans.
Family and friends and events
Right.
and concerts and yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have something there for January. Never you fear. But
Our goal will be to continue to stream mostly weekly with as every episode for Campaign 4 is released.
Yes.
We'll see again with the holidays.
we might have to
do a
switch up
couple
our
of-
scheduling a little bit.
2 of their episodes and 1 of ours. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then we're going to start, we already do this, but we're going to have slightly edited versions of these live streams available up on YouTube. Our goal is that they will be available the Tuesdays after we stream
Yes.
for people to go back and watch whenever they are caught up, or if they want to go back and be like, wait, they talked about this thing that was interesting and now it's coming up.
Right. Or just to prove that, like, no, yeah, I had this theory.
Yes.
I thought about this.
Yes.
Or to prove one of us wrong, as I'm sure will happen.
Absolutely.
With at least equal regularity.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. And I
Yes.
think this Ethernet cable is helping.